now.
All right.
Hot mic.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ubisoft pre-show discussion. We're going to be talking about what Ubisoft is bringing to E3 this year. With me on the desk, we've got Kyle Bossman.
Hi everybody.
Kyle, your hair looks different. I like it. It looks
Different from last night even?
Yeah, it's just...
Did you put a different product in it?
You look like
Same
a main character from a video game, and I can't nail it.
I can't control it. It's too much hair for me. I'm not used to like having hair to deal with.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, whatever thing you lucked into today, I think it looks good.
It looked real bad on Keeley last night.
Oh,
I had like a little droop that was like a creepy little droop the whole
creepy
time.
Droops. Yeah,
and
I
all
get
you
those.
need is one person to say, "Hey, just do this."
Hey,
you know,
Superman.
nobody did it.
You need a Huber. You need a Huber.
You need a Huber.
Nobody has your back.
I got
over
all your back.
You'll get the sleep out of your eyes. Yeah.
I like how you called it Keeley.
You'll get the sleep
there.
out of
Yeah,
your eyes.
Keeley.
It's better than like YouTube Live, E3. You know, it's like
YouTube gaming with YouTube Live.
It's like I was on
gaming.
Leno last night.
Yeah.
Sitting next to Kyle Bossman never has a bad hair day. Bradley Ellis.
Go back to that guy again that cut your hair. He seemed to know what he was doing more.
Okay, all
That
right.
guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he told me about this stylist he went to who told
He
Kyle
gave me a
about
lot
his
of
cowlicks
tips.
that no one else ever told Kyle about for some reason.
Yeah.
You didn't know about those?
Well, like he explained it as like a vortex that comes
yeah,
out
yeah,
like this
yeah.
way.
Got a hurricane head.
Yeah.
Your hair is like a vortex. I'm your moderator, Ben Moore. I don't know how my hair is today. We're just rolling.
It's good.
I'm always
Thank you.
comfortable
It's
with my
good.
hair because Brad Ellis himself cuts it. So if it's good, praise
what I
him. If it's bad, blame him.
Delicate
It
hands.
would be nice if you put some product in it once in a while.
Another person always having a good hair day, Ian Hink.
Hi.
You look great, and you did such a good job hosting PC.
Yeah, nice job,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks,
Well done.
guys.
And deserves special mention, Michael Damiani, keeping the whole thing together.
MVP.
Putting up trailers when he needs to,
Sleuthing.
putting up memes when he needs to, all the good stuff.
Memeing.
We appreciate it.
Memes ain't easy.
But Chim is strong with Damian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chim is strong.
Never
Chim's
die.
still going strong,
Is this
baby.
one? Is this a meme that's gonna like
Chim
stick
D2.
with us?
Oh, yeah.
Forever?
Chim Chimney Chim Chim Chiru.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
What I want to start this conversation with is Aisha Tyler's not going to be hosting this year.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So disappointing.
Yeah.
Who is?
I was going to ask how do you feel about that, but I think I
couldn't
kind of
tell
have a
us
general
closely.
idea.
Yeah.
What they're saying is that they want to put more of a focus on developers.
Okay.
To me, that reads like we might be in for a Bethesda or Sony style. We're gonna talk a little bit, then you're gonna get a bunch of trailers.
That might be good.
Do you think that's what we're gonna see? How do you feel about the lack of Aisha Tyler?
It's gonna hurt. I think that there wasn't a void of attention on the developers last year and the years prior. She totally gives them the spotlight.
Yeah.
She brings them out and
Right.
treats them respectfully. And so I kind of think it's an excuse. I don't know, maybe just something didn't work out with Aisha or something.
Maybe.
Scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
I
imagine
wonder
her.
if she didn't want to do it or if they didn't want
Right?
to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Are you worried that this is going to make Ubisoft feel more samey?
It'll definitely be less irreverent if they don't have some celebrity host who swears a lot. But
It'll still be. We got Rabbids.
We got rabbits. We're gonna get into rabbits.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
We got those two guys in the pants, the whole full suits. Do you remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Was that last year?
Trials of the Blood Dragon.
Yeah, was that last year?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was last year.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's going to be weird.
There's some weird stuff in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I think they're gonna open the show with
Okay.
is Far Cry 5.
Okay. Didn't they do that with 4? They just started the show with 4?
They when they showed Far Cry 4 at E3, the way that they did is they really focused on co-op. They had multiple people out there going through a mission, and there is
The elephant.
a two-player campaign in Far Cry 5. So it wouldn't surprise me if they took a similar approach like they did with Far Cry 4.
Separate from the main game or the whole game?
No,
is
the
co-op?
story.
is co-op.
This whole story is co-op. Another thing that's interesting, the few details that I was able to get before we went live, is that this is going to be the first time where you're going to be able to pick your race and sex for a Far Cry character.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah. But I think the big story with Far Cry 5 is what it's tackling. Being set in Montana, you're going up against a religious cult. It seems to very much be, in a way, commenting on what's going on with the divide, the growing divide in America today. Do you think they're going to lean into that? Do you think it's going to be pretty heavy right out the gate? Or do you think they're going to back off and focus
in the press
more
conference,
on...
you mean?
In the press conference. Or are they going to focus more on gameplay stuff?
I think it's a byproduct of the gameplay, so
Yeah.
they'll probably show, you know, they'll show a mission, and that stuff will naturally be brought up within the mission itself.
Yeah.
Will they come out and really take the deep dive into political themes? Who knows? But,
Right. And how do you present that during a press conference?
I think the way they're going to present it is, I think they're going to go out of their way to show, hey, look, these aren't just like, you know, country, like normal country folk living in America, you know, like whatever. I think they're going to go out of their way to be like, hey, this is like a crazy cult with like supernatural like drug magic or whatever, like that. You know,
I'm
that's
with you
the
on that one.
I think
That's
they're
what I
going to
feel
go
like.
out of their way to show like this is not a, you know, this type of political person shooting this type of political person simulator. I think they're going to want to get away from that narrative, and I think the way to show that is like, look, these are like cannibal, like crazy people, not representative of any group in actual America. Like that would be because like yeah, the political messaging got pretty intense,
Right.
like with petitions and all this and that, and it's just like
feel
I don't
like
know if that's what they want.
Every
the
Far
narrative to
Cry
be.
cover game, whenever there's a new cover
That's
of Far
true,
Cry,
that's true.
people get crazy.
Yeah,
A big thing that we're used to seeing with Far Cry, and may answer the question in and of itself, is the antagonist. With Far Cry 3 we saw it, with Far Cry 4 we saw it. With Far Cry 5, you have this character known as the Father, Joseph Seed. He's the one leading this religious cult called the Project at Eden's Gate. Do you think we open with a monologue from him?
The
Can
track
I,
record,
what?
can,
yes.
can I say something that's making me super uncomfortable this whole discussion?
Yeah.
Because we talked about Far Cry 5 on the podcast. We had
Yeah.
to edit stuff out that Huber and Jones talked about. We had to like clip it out because
Really?
Huber knows too much.
I barely know anything.
But like you know enough that we would like
Yeah.
have to edit it out.
This
you know
was
what I mean?
the one thing that I got to go to at Judges Week.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was Ubisoft. I love Ubisoft games.
And so I'm like
So I got to
watching
see-
Huber as,
Yeah,
as we
see,
discuss
don't
this
worry.
stuff.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry. No, I know exactly what I can and cannot say.
Okay,
how much
all
of
right.
the game takes place in space? Like a lot, right?
What I actually hope for
I'm,
is...
I'm not even gonna like jump into Far Cry anymore when you guys are still talking about it.
But Ben, monologue guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Guarantee
that's
that
the track
monologue.
record,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now I want to... Is that still effective?
No.
I don't know.
Far Cry 3 played it way the hell out.
We
for
can
me.
write that monologue right now.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry to put you on the spot like
Sure.
this, but give it a shot.
Okay. You, the sinners,
Yeah.
are disrespectful to this land. I am the Lord, and you do not belong on my land.
That's probably about right.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's
I
probably
bet
about right.
you'll get captured also too at the
Oh, yeah.
beginning.
And
Yeah.
you'll have two friends, but they'll die.
Yeah.
Or you won't see them again.
Yeah.
Joey, no!
Joey, what happened to Joey? And at the end, you find Joey, and you're like, Joey, you're still alive.
Then he's part of the cult.
Yeah, and he's
Joey,
like, I have seen the light. We are sinners on this land. And then you're like, Joey. You have to kill Joey with your bare hands.
No, you get a choice if you want to kill Joey or
Oh
not.
yeah, press F to kill Joey.
Oh my God.
I wrote down a tiny bit of Kyle's monologue, and if any of it...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The word sinner will
Sinner is
land.
already on the box.
Sinner's on the box.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
gonna
that's
be
happening.
on the
box.
hot word.
Written in blood.
Yeah.
Written in blood.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Far Cry 4, 2014 Shooter of the Year from GameTrailers.com. Little
I'm not better. Don't worry.
small independent site.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, what else came out that year?
Wolfenstein: The New
what else
Order.
came out? What else came out that year?
Yeah, Wolfenstein:
Do
The
you
New Order.
think? Do you think the Wolfenstein and the New Order was a good video game?
I thought it was the best shooter of that year.
We're gonna have a rematch this
And
year.
it's one of the best shooters of any year.
Rematch.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people still talking about Far Cry 4.
I only hear you two talk about Wolfenstein
You only hear us talking about Wolfenstein?
from people I know.
Well,
Hearthstone Game of the Year also that year. Just letting
Slow
everyone know
year.
that too.
It was a
Very
weird
slow
year.
year.
Yeah.
That was the year
Hearthstone
of
2014 Game of the
Shadow
Year.
Mordor and Dragon Age Inquisition. So
Tropical
yeah.
Freeze, Rob.
Tropical
Robbed.
Freeze.
Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze was robbed.
Old Salt dies hard.
Jokes aside, Salts from the New Order losing aside, how are we feeling hype-wise about Far Cry 5?
0.
0.
I expect more of the same, pretty much. I'm not going to expect anything huge changing, I guess.
I think there's. I
aspects of Montana that could be interesting to translate into a video game, and that's what I would like to see out of the demo today.
What are those aspects?
I want to see a grocery store.
Oh, like a town, like a small town or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
that we're so used to seeing in a very mundane way, just being thrown into chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
love to see a barber shop.
Yeah. Kyle, very good.
Yeah, love all the environments I've seen in Far Cry 5. I really enjoy. My hype is moderate, but you know, I really enjoyed Far Cry Primal because it was something completely new. It was a Stone Age game. It was you're riding on woolly mammoths, and it was so different than what Far Cry had done. Despite the setting, this still looks very similar to Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
But I do like the environments that I've seen so far, and there's a lot of color. And like Kyle said, if I see like a bank or a grocery store, that'd be really
A
cool.
GameStop.
A GameStop.
I think the thing for me that would hook me in and make me more interested than I currently am is, while I liked Far Cry 3 and 4 as I was playing through them, I felt like the antagonists were fun to watch, but after leaving those games, they didn't have any hooks in me. They didn't feel like they said anything of great value, and not that they need to, not that it needs to be profound, not that it has to be this great commentary. It doesn't even have to be necessarily super political, but I want to feel like Far Cry 5 has something to say. I want to finish Far Cry 5 and be like, oh, okay, the situations that it presented were actually interesting. There was something beyond setting, I guess, for me. That's what I'd like to see.
A lot is always made of Far Cry having something to say.
Yeah.
And from my experience, I haven't felt like they did, you know?
What's the director's name? It's Dan H. One syllable.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hey?
I think it might be Dan Hay.
Something?
Ben, in one of the trailers when they first revealed this game, he goes like, Far Cry to me has always been a franchise about that story you hear at a bar. There's a guy telling you a story over at the bar, and it's too unreal to believe, but maybe it's true. And that's what Far Cry is. And I'd like to believe that Far Cry 5 is a story you hear in a bar in Montana. It's like, that's all they're doing, man. They just want to tell you bar stories, dude. I really don't think Far Cry 5 is going to have a message. It's like imagine if that bar story was true.
But then it feels even cheaper. Like right,
Yes.
like all of this controversy, you know, whether they intended for it or not, you had to have known that putting it in this area, focusing on these things, using the imagery that you're using is going to generate this response. And if you just go, well, it's just a bar story.
Yeah.
No.
It's bait.
Yeah, it's just bait, and that feels
Sinner
wrong.
on the box is bait.
This
Yeah.
game is
It's
bait.
bait. Yeah.
It's bait.
Bait.
This game is bait
That's
for
bait.
like everybody. That's bait.
Let's move on to something that, as I was researching, got more and more interesting, and that's Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
All right,
guaranteed to be there. And we saw a lot of it at Microsoft, and I was like, oh man, is this going to be just feeling like they're double dipping in the worst way where they don't really tell us anything new? But they had a pretty substantial post on their blog, the Ubisoft blog, and they said a lot of things that some of which I already knew and some of which I didn't. And here's some things that I want to throw by you. So this is for Huber specifically. This one was like at the end of the blog, but I just have to get out of the way. You can tame hippos, lions, and more.
Never tamed a hippo.
Yes.
Never
Never tamed a hippo. That's pretty
Yes.
Taming wild beasts.
So down. Love taming wild beasts.
Now, feeding into that, there are 3 different paths that you can take. Your assassin, Bayek. The first, these are basically like classes, and this is what they're talking about with RPG Lite. The first path you can go down is Hunter, which focuses on range and stealth. You would expect that. Then you have Warrior, which is melee. And then the last one, which I think is the most interesting, is the Seer. And the word they used to describe the Seer was manipulation.
Manipulation.
Assassin tools, vague, we don't know exactly what that means. Economic persuasiveness.
Yes.
Economic
Economies.
persuasiveness.
Speaking my language.
That all games should have economic persuasiveness.
Economic
Yeah.
persuasive.
You can pay anyone to not shoot you in real life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, here's $1 million. Don't shoot me. Here's
I
$1
would
million.
love. I would
Yeah.
love for a game to have the currency be named economic persuasiveness. You currently have 10,000 economic persuasiveness.
If Bayek walks up to somebody and says, "Don't shoot me," and drops like a bag of gold
Bag
at
of
their feet and then walks away, that'd be great.
Didn't the other Assassin's Creeds have like talent trees like that too? You can put points into like the upgrading your
Syndicate.
blade. Yeah. Okay. So this is
Syndicate.
The
carrying over.
messaging that I'm getting from Origins, though, is that your path is going to be more defined.
Okay. Good. Good.
No game before has ever had economic persuasion.
The last thing
cutting-edge
is
stuff.
I
with
meant
this
the
here,
talent tree.
animal taming.
Animal taming.
Animal taming. The big thing that really surprised me, I want to get your take on it, is they're removing the minimap for Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh.
Interesting.
Removing it.
They're removing it.
Well, they're gonna have the
minimap is gone.
overworld map.
You're gonna have the
push
overworld map.
touchpad,
Yep.
And
it'll
you still
pop
have
up.
the waypoint.
I love
compass
getting
at
rid
the
of
top.
mini maps.
They're getting rid of the minimap.
Ben,
and
I love stuff like
the
that.
language
Yeah.
that they were using in the blog post was, we want you to go around and look at something and use the new eagle. They really hyped up the new eagle, and they were like, we want you to see something and then place a marker on it, and that's how you kind of shorthand get away around the
If
environment.
you're placing
Sure.
all the markers yourself, that would be cool.
It has me so excited to just explore in meaningful ways. Like they've talked briefly about loot and finding like legendary items in the world. Like that gets me excited to, because the other Assassin's Creed, they have the legendary armor you can get by doing the optional dungeons. That was always one of my favorite parts of those games.
Right.
Now, like taking that to another level and having like a ton of optional dungeons to earn weapons and gear, that seems awesome. Like the snake we saw in the demo, if that's an optional boss you can fight to get some reward, that gets me pumped.
Definitely.
Huber, has anything like a giant snake been in Assassin's Creed before?
No,
Okay,
that's
cool.
But we have dealt with gods and
You ever fought a god in Assassin's Creed? A battle, like a supernatural battle.
no,
is
but
crazy
there's
to me.
like I think it's the seer he's called, or the person who can like live forever that like gets reincarnated into like bodies. It's very convoluted, this
Okay.
Assassin's Creed timeline. It is. There's someone who can like live forever. It's weird.
So we see a giant snake in
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins. We're in Egypt. Does that mean there is a decent chance for skeletal warriors?
Yeah, and mummies.
Mummies.
I'm
Mummies.
begging to see a mummy.
Yeah.
Torture mummy.
Yeah, I want to see some.
How would you want the mummy to present itself?
I would want it to be in an optional tomb, like deep down into a tomb. You have to get something out of like a king's sarcophagus or something.
You've been exploring for a half hour.
Yeah, you're in this
Down,
thing, you're
down,
deep,
down.
and by the time you get down into
Yeah.
like the king's crypt, there's like a trap that goes off, and it's mummies that come out.
It's gonna be like his guards that guard him in the
Yes.
afterlife.
Yeah.
By the way, this is new, right? The little jetpack for. Oh yeah, the extreme pack.
There you go.
June 27th.
Damiani, can they see that stuff? Mm-hmm. Cool.
We need Jones to talk about Steve.
Very excited.
The other thing that I want to talk about with Assassin's Creed Origins that I thought was interesting is they're saying that Bayek is more direct than past Assassins. And
Direct.
yeah, they say the entire feel of the combat is different. They're focusing on combos, dodges, and deflections.
But that's how they've always hyped up Altair, is being like this direct.
Right, but
Assassin.
but here's I agree with you. As I was reading that, I'm like, that doesn't sound dramatically different.
Yeah.
This did, unless I'm forgetting something. And you're more familiar with Assassin's Creed than me, so feel free to correct me. There's an adrenaline gauge that can be filled up for what is called an overpower attack that can kill most enemies. And so you have this
Okay.
combat system where you're building up meter. As you're getting more, as that combo's going higher and higher up for a super move, that sounds like a character action game
Yeah.
to me.
And even the action we saw in the trailer, the dodging, it was way more. There was a lot of movement, because Assassin's Creed in the past has been
It
all
like
about.
locks you in that
It,
kind of.
it really locked you
combat
in.
thing.
It was all about attack, counter, and grab. But even grab or throw was not very useful. So it was just really about rhythmic timing. This looks way more engaging. Moving around. Syndicate really tried to hype up that certain characters are stronger than you, and
Right.
Origins now is even going further with that. So you can't just go in anywhere and take on, because so many of the Assassin's Creed, you can go in with even a low-powered sword, and if you just master counter and block, you can take out 100 guys, no problem. So then Syndicate tried to correct that by saying, no, we're gonna have level 10 guys, and if you're only level 2, like they're gonna kill you in one hit, and you're not gonna be able to do certain moves against them. this looks like they're really going for that RPG element with gear level and character level.
And that's a good thing?
It depends how the action plays out. You know, I like the dodge. Like, you know, I love air dashes. I always say, and like even a cool dodge. Quick steps. Like, quick steps. Like it looked cool.
Something that they said that was interesting and maybe would help contextualize it for me is that you have a lot of basic gear at the beginning of the game, but you don't have your hidden blade. And so, to me, you spend a lot of time with this character that is not an assassin; it's just a warrior.
Yes.
And I like that. If they can really play that into the story, I think that'd be cool.
That transition into an assassin has me so hyped.
He invents.
Yes,
I do.
Exactly.
Cool, yeah. I do have a concern that I want to throw at you, but before I do that, I want to. They mentioned that you can change control styles. So there's going to be a new control style, and if you don't like it, you can switch to what they're calling legacy controls.
Okay.
Legacy.
I don't have details beyond that.
Whoa.
But
Legacy tax. What's that in?
Breaking Bad.
Boom. Sorry.
Got
Oh,
one.
yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Get the quips out.
Sorry.
No, it's good. More quips.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It seems like they're doing all the right things. Really, really like changing it up. You know, this doesn't seem safe to me. And while I was slightly underwhelmed because my expectations were insanely high because we have had an Assassin's Creed every year forever, and taking a year off was a big deal. Going in and changing little things like this and tweaking and trying to mix it up and get the formula, make the formula different, has me excited.
I hope they improve the stealth in this game.
That was my concern that I wanted
lot.
to bring up is by adding all of these other elements, do you think the stealth is going to suffer or be
From
de-emphasized?
what we saw in that demo, it didn't look like it changed that much. He was there's just dudes standing right there. Didn't seem to notice him.
Oh, when it was two people walking.
Yeah.
The guy walked right behind him.
come
Just
on,
like,
man.
I'll just keep going.
He like sliced his throat and he went, bah! And the guy was like,
I think
"Ah."
he threw a blade
What
at
was
the
that
second
noise?
guy.
Probably nothing. I won't turn around.
Because they don't want you to. They don't want you to fail.
Oh, because stealth in real life is impossible.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't. They
Yeah,
want
that's
you
fair.
to.
Well,
they-
you don't have to make it ultra realistic. Just
right.
make it a little harder.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Like
that's
stealth,
changes
make
with
you
the
earn
damage.
those kills you're doing.
Yeah. Stealth in the game is basically just to clear some mobs without having to directly engage them quickly. You know.
Ben, it
So,
appears
but
as
I-
though they're getting Just Dance out of the way now.
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
rewatching the last year's conference,
Excellent.
they opened with Just Dance. They had that
Yeah.
live dance,
Why was that guy
which was
But I agree with you, Brad.
Which is something.
One of my biggest pet peeves is kneeling down to somebody right here, and because their vision cone is
Right.
like this,
Yeah.
I'm a foot away from him, but he can't see me. That is the biggest pet peeve.
Like
of mine.
that's why you can increase the difficulty of the game without giving characters levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Michael Damiani.
Yo.
You have played some Assassin's Creeds, and you even enjoyed some of them very much. Mm-hmm. How do you, between the three different classes, or paths rather, how are you going to play Assassin's Creed Origins?
Which way?
So there's Hunter, which is ranged and stealth. There's
The-
Warrior, which is focused on melee, and then there's Seer, which is manipulation.
Economic manipulation.
Yeah.
Economic.
I bet.
Persuasiveness.
I bet that's animal taming too.
It is. It is animal taming. They
Oh,
specifically-
so I get to be a beastmaster.
Yeah.
You get to be
Yeah.
a
All right, I'm
beastmaster.
going
A
beastmaster
rich
route.
beast.
All right, so Damiani picked
I'm
the
charming
right
that
decision.
snake.
Yeah, charming some snakes.
That giant snake is
giant
gonna
snake
fight
is-
with me.
I would love it.
Flute!
I would love it if you pay the giant snake. It's like, yeah, all right.
Like that whole mission, that
Yeah,
whole
sure,
mission
man,
they
whatever.
showed off where they're doing the stealth and everything in the presentation. You just do that with your snake. It's like send the snake crashing through the doors, just kill them all, and be like, "This is the evolution I've been waiting for in Assassin's Creed."
Don't even have to fight.
That would be it, man.
The next game that I want to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Kyle,
Ooh.
is Mario and Rabbids, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
I can almost guarantee we're going to see that in this.
Mario
Sure.
Cross Rabbids.
So, where do you put that in the show, and how do you open with it?
They're going to I think they're going to introduce it vocally. They're going to say, like, you know, this is a big collaboration for us. I think that Ubisoft as a company is actually super excited about this game existing, and that Nintendo would trust them. And so I don't expect to see it without a speech before or after. Maybe they introduce it without, because I think they're going to design the show as if it's still a surprise.
Sure.
I think they're designing the show as if nobody saw that leak.
So, well, what you're saying makes sense with them being very excited about the collaboration. The way that I was envisioning it is you open with a trailer, that either looks like a different game and then you have the rabbits crash it somehow,
Yeah.
or you have like a lone rabbit on a black screen saying some funny things, and then it opens up into a full game.
All they say is wah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, that's what I meant. Just make it
Okay.
sound. It's not
Okay,
necessarily.
yeah, They don't know. That's
But it's
Yeah.
changing.
No.
It's changing for Kingdom Battle. They're gonna be talking. So the rabbits are gonna come out and they're gonna be
Yeah.
talking about sinners. Okay, and you're gonna be a sinner,
my
and then you're gonna get captured.
I think this is
I would
where
like
we'll,
that.
if anywhere, this is where we're gonna feel the absence of Aisha Tyler the most.
Sure.
Because
Good point.
she would come out and say something about the leak, or she would say,
Yeah.
"Look, I know what you're thinking. What
Yeah.
the hell is this game?"
Yeah.
You know, like something like that. I think would soften the blow and actually introduce it in a good way.
I
And I think we might feel that absence right then.
very much agree with that.
During last year's conference, she mentioned that Star Trek Bridge Crew got leaked, and she said that that person on Reddit could eat a bag of
Yeah.
eat a bag of dicks.
She said that.
She didn't say dicks.
Oh,
But it was implied.
D's maybe.
could have been
D's. It might
potatoes.
have been D's.
Eat a bag of
She
D's.
It might have been a bag of
D's.
D's, but it was something along those
She
lines.
might have just said it.
So Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, 35% exploration, 65% turn-based combat, local
backwards.
co-op confirmed, weapons-based, playable characters Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, and then Rabbids dressed like those characters.
No
I thought you were
Bowser.
gonna say Bowser.
Bowser's
No
a
Bowser.
villain,
Bowser's
dude.
the bad guy.
I haven't heard your impression on this. How do you feel about it?
Neutrally optimistic.
Okay, what's making you optimistic?
I like Mario.
It's not confirmed Bowser's a bad guy, by the way. We don't know. We don't know for sure, right?
I love Mario, and
It might be a
you know,
Rayman bad guy.
I don't mind if Mario sells out or tries new things or goes anywhere. Like wherever Mario goes, I will follow.
Yeah.
With an eye, you know, I will take a look.
Yeah.
So
Mario's
until I see the game.
experimental college years.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about these Mario characters using wacky guns in turn-based battles?
It's very strange.
Yeah.
This whole game sounds very strange. It's just a matter of how it's presented. Got to check out the context, as Kyle Bossman would say. Yeah, but I can't judge it until I see it. But I'm totally open. You know, I want to see it with my own eyes and
Sure.
judge it from there.
Do you think someone will be sucked into like a portal or a television or
Yes.
something in it, like to set up this?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah, I
absolutely.
think so for sure. There will be a portal of some kind.
It would be great if it wasn't, if the rabbits were just there the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, rabbits, and they just walk.
like
"Ah!"
they've been there. And they're just big fans.
Yeah.
Big fans.
Will we see somebody from Nintendo on stage? From that side?
Reggie
Reggie.
is
Wow,
coming
If
out.
anybody.
Yes, because I think that visually shows what kind of collaboration it is.
Yeah.
Suits love it.
Reggie gets
Yeah.
out there. He shakes a hand. Okay, what does he say? Does he just say the boilerplate? We're so excited. Ubisoft has been a big Nintendo supporter for years.
We've been listening.
He's the dad, like a teenage boyfriend's like coming to pick up his teenage daughter. And so Reggie is that. He's like, I'm trusting you with this, but if you mess this up,
Don't mess this up.
don't mess this up.
If Reggie got up there and said, "Don't mess this up," and
Yeah.
yeah. his finger.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
developers.
But I think that's gonna be his vibe. Is the father of a teenage daughter
So it's
who's
gonna be
about to go on a
slightly
date.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. Because I bet he's slightly uncomfortable with that
Yeah.
game. I bet they're slightly uncomfortable with it.
Very worried.
Yeah,
Mario with guns.
yeah.
Ooh.
Splatoon changed everything, man.
Splatoon.
Do you think Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle will go deep on the references? Do you think it will keep it to just pretty basic Mario stuff? Or are we going to see some more obscure elements, maybe from past
There will
Mario
be
RPG
a
games
POW block as a weapon.
as a weapon?
You're gonna use it's a grenade or something.
I'm gonna say that's not deep enough cut. Let's dig
Yeah.
deeper.
Okay.
Like Mario Land, like Sarasa Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if
Yes.
Wario is the villain? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
That would
Yeah.
get me
That's
hyped.
the deep
Wario's
cut.
a way
Yeah.
better villain.
That's the deep cut.
That'd get me so hyped.
Wario's never been
can't
canon
stand
before.
the Rabbids.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's
He's
his
just
whole
mad.
motivation.
Yeah.
Hates him.
Yeah.
Thing, yeah.
Writes itself.
This thing writes itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's gonna be in the game.
Hope so.
That's gonna be that scene like that will happen.
Yeah. I would love it. What they called themselves self-referential in the marketing materials, right? So yeah, I think we'll see some cool digs at Mario's history because there's not enough on the surface to last through a whole game.
Sure.
Yeah. Badass princesses.
Yeah.
Gonna have that.
Next game I want to talk about, also lighthearted, also ridiculously delayed, South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Oh yeah.
Last year, during the Ubisoft conference, they said, hey, this is coming out December 6th. It is now coming out October 17th, 2017.
October
Is
stacked.
stacked.
Yeah.
Stack it up.
Stacking up.
Jenga.
It's all gonna fall down.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall down.
Which will be the piece that makes it topple?
Rewatching that conference, South Park was the highlight for me.
Wow.
It was funny. The game itself was funny. They showed quite a bit of it off. Matt and Trey came out. Always wonderful. Do we see Matt and Trey again this year?
No.
Maybe just to like explain the delay, to make some joke about it.
Because last year they came out to explain the actual combat system, which was actually new.
Yeah, they
I
did.
doubt there's anything new to show of the game at this point.
Well, what I was thinking about is you're right. Last year they did come out and they explained the combat. They said, hey,
Yeah.
movement's going to be a lot bigger deal. You can move over obstacles. You can throw enemies into like cars and stuff. Like they were throwing Randy into a car. But they kind of breezed over that stuff pretty quickly. I think there's enough room for them to revisit it and expand upon it. They also, Matt and Trey kept saying that it's going to be you're going to be able to define your character more. There are 12 superhero classes in the game.
I forgot about that part
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's another element where you can elaborate quite a bit more.
Absolutely.
How are we feeling about South Park: The Fractured Butthole?
Very positive. First one was great.
Yeah, it
Say the
was.
truth, was great.
It was.
Damiani is the most excited among any of us for that game.
Yeah.
Damiani
Damiani, why
is
are you so
signature.
excited?
The first one was one of the funniest video games I have ever played, just because they had the writing capability, because they brought the talent behind that show to actually write it and know what they were doing, and it was like perfect. And in terms of comedy, it dared to cross the line in some places, but not too far. Like there were some parts in that game that I was like, only they knew how to perfectly write this, make it funny, and not cause everyone to riot about it and get like super like upset about it. Like they just know how to do that perfectly. Like they're really good about it. It could also be that South Park's been around for so long that people just accept it as is, you know, with their comedy and trying to offend everybody and stuff like that. But I'm talking about, like, remember there was the abortion clinic part.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought there was going to be like a huge backlash to that part of the game. I'm like, holy crap. You actively perform abortion in this game. Here we go.
But I think
no one like seemed to complain about that.
right. I think because the mentality of South Park is always in the right place. They when they're doing stuff like that, they're trying to say something.
There's
They're
always,
not trying to tell
there's
you a
always
bar
like
story.
commentary.
There actually is commentary
Yeah,
when they do it. And
I
that's
feel
what
like
think.
most people watch are smart enough to see the commentary and actually know what they're really saying. And don't just focus on what's being visually shown.
Yeah.
Oh, that visually is offensive, but oh, the meaning behind their message. Okay, yeah, I actually can agree with that. You know, it's not just there for the sake of being offensive.
I would love for Matt and Trey to get on stage and say, this is not a bar story.
Yeah.
Yep.
After,
For shade their own content.
Yeah.
They've done it before.
They have.
Yeah.
So Damiani and Kyle, you kind of were saying that pushing the boundaries is expected of South Park, and I think, don't get me wrong, Stick of Truth was a great game, but I think part of the reason it works so well is because there hadn't been a South Park game that felt like a big, long South Park episode in that same way before. But now this is a sequel. Now we're doing it again. Is there a fear of it feeling too similar, of not having that same novelty? How do they differentiate it? Is this not a concern at all?
I mean, just like with the actual seasons of the series, it just depends how on point the writers are. And when it comes to the story and the comedy part, there have definitely been down seasons, and there have definitely been really good seasons. They fluctuated. That part is just like went in their hands, and like if it doesn't seem as funny or too samey, it's because the writers did a poor job. They are totally capable of keeping it feeling really funny and unique and not played out, essentially, because they, even though it's game development, it takes longer and it's been in development for so long. I feel like they could have quickly changed out jokes and stuff. You know, that's their whole MO, is to like be timely, to be more, you know, relevant. But in terms of the game, we're not talking about like anything regarding like the gameplay and stuff. Like it was nice to go throughout all of South Park fully realized and see like the actual like town where they live and go visit everyone and see where everything was like actually laid out. They even had the Canada joke going into like the 8-bit
Canada was really cool.
retro part. But the combat's going to be completely different in this one. So, and from what they've shown, it looks like a good sort of new direction and also an evolution of what they did in the first one. More the grid-based stuff like that rather than just like straight turn-based. But the original game's combat was surprisingly satisfying. Like I thought it was going to be way too simplistic. They gave me just enough of the combat scenarios, not too much. And each one had a different hook to it that made it feel like it was rewarding and fun. And all the way to the end. So mix that all together and it was just like, yo, this is too good. So
Ian, are you gonna play the Fractured Butthole?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Whoa.
It looks cool. The changes to the combat system definitely piqued my interest. I think that more tactical system looks really cool. Yeah, I'm interested to check it out.
Another game that I want to talk about that we talk about every E3 with Ubisoft is Beyond Good and Evil 2. But I feel like we have more of a definitive answer this year than we usually do. Michel Ancel came out and said they are working on it, but E3 might not be the best place to showcase Beyond Good and Evil 2. However, that was followed up with some good news where he says we are working on it and expect details sometime this year.
PSX.
PSX.
You think PSX?
PSX.
Yeah.
No, it's a Switch exclusive. Sorry, everybody.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Is there a special Beyond Good and Evil 2? What is
Yeah.
happening this year?
They literally,
He's gone
because
nuts.
you weren't listening, they literally said, like, we're talking about the Reddit dinkest memes right now for this game.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, nope.
But I see good fan art. This is cool.
Oh, I was fine with it. It's just...
No, I mean, I think
Hard
we're just
to
going
look
through
away
community
from-
stuff.
Yeah,
So
they're
it's like
talking about, like, the
some-
Reddit. They're talking about the subreddit for the game and stuff like that.
Another game that is confirmed to be at the show this year that I know nothing about and did not play the first one is The Crew.
Oh.
We don't have Daniel Bloodworth here.
I'm sorry,
so-
confirmed to be?
confirmed to be announced and will be at Ubisoft E3 2017. That's a look of disappointment.
I didn't even. Yeah, Ben, I had no idea.
Yeah,
Oh.
The Crew 2.
What?
Right. A
Are you
game
sad
that did
it's
not...
gonna be there, or sad that you now know it's gonna be there?
I don't know, because here's the thing: is like we're gonna watch that demonstration, we're gonna rag on it all year long. We're gonna say there's no chance, and then Ubisoft's gonna be like, and The Crew was the second best-selling game of the year, and we're like, what? How did that happen?
You're right. Right. And I think that's actually important to say because the Crew did not review especially well.
Yep.
But they kept updating it. They offered some free weekends, and apparently it did sell decently well.
Yep.
And so it makes sense to do a sequel in that case, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. If you sell over 2 million, it's like make a sequel. Why would you not?
Do you think there's anything the Crew can do that Kyle Bossman will say at the end of this? You know what? I'll give it a shot. Anything.
So here's what I remember from Crew: is it's across the U.S., right? But it's like a truncated U.S. Like everything's smaller. I remember a Ferris wheel. I didn't dig that. I just didn't. I think having the entire country just is maybe unexciting in how vast it is.
I think they gotta go even further with it.
Like have the
Full
the
scale.
globe.
Takes like 6 days to drive across the entire thing.
Oh, full
Real
scale.
days.
Yeah, maybe I don't
Go
know.
for it. Don't pump the brakes. Desert Bus 2.
Oh no.
As you're going across the U.S., you stop in a small Midwest town and you go and you have a cup of coffee and you have a conversation with a stranger and there are dialogue options.
We're talking about Chim right now.
Yeah, and then you put on your VR headset.
Yeah. And then you
It's
realize,
Ben.
and then you realize
Coffee with
Ben. You realize that it's another human player who's also in that diner, and you both thought you were talking to an NPC.
Whoa.
It's funny they're acknowledging the poop. That their new logo looks
I
like
think
a
that's the
little
right
spinner.
way to do it.
Yeah,
Wait, that's
Right,
Ubisoft's new logo?
Yeah.
it is, yeah. Well, not the poop. Somebody...
It super looks like poop.
I don't think so.
Now that
Uh,
I've seen it, I can't unsee it.
So
it
Ben,
also looks like a hurricane.
I think I actually started The Crew, and it was like about like your brother's dead or something about your brother. There was brother drama. I'm never into brother drama.
What about in
Wait,
Brothers? A Tale
This
of
is
Two
a lot to
Sons?
process right now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you'd played any of the crew.
Yeah.
And that why are you not into brother drama?
Yeah,
Do you
what?
have a brother that you?
Yeah,
I have no brother. You know what? Maybe I just can't relate. I don't have a brother.
Final
Just
Fantasy 9.
Do you have any
Wait, but-
siblings at all?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 9,
Final Fantasy
Kyle.
9.
that's a stretch for brother drama.
Yeah, I would say that's a stretch.
That's a stretch for brother drama. For I grew up with him and now he's dead. Or,
Hey,
like, now he's
drama with your brother.
now he's
drama
in
with your
jail.
brother.
My
Drama with
brother's
your
in
brother.
I
jail.
still don't
like,
think we've specifically
Sweet Home
pinned down
Alone
what
too.
it is
Yeah, what
about,
about
brother
brother
drama,
drama?
It's just a
especially.
Kyle thing.
yeah, I guess it's just a Kyle
Wait,
thing.
are you
What-
an only child?
I don't know. I don't
No.
accept this.
You
I
have
got a
siblings?
sister. Look, I love sister drama.
Not all
Because
the
it's
games
relatable
are
to
sister
you? Is that
drama.
why you like it?
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
You just
12
gotta let
minutes to
some things
go.
go with Kyle.
I do.
Don't worry
Is it
about
like prison? Like I don't know. Like Prison Break. That was brother drama, right?
Yep.
That
Yeah.
show?
They were brothers.
Yeah.
Not into Prison Break.
Not into Prison Break.
Too much
That
brother
show just
drama.
looked not
Yep.
interesting.
It started out really cool.
The little snippets that we learn make it more confusing. Okay, we spent a lot of time last year at Ubisoft on VR. A
Yeah.
lot of time. We had, if you remember, Eagle Flight.
Yes.
Almost a
Oh, yeah.
shoutcasted like match of Eagle Flight.
it. He's soaring in.
Yeah,
He's
Palmer
coming.
Lucky. Palmer Lucky was playing. Yep.
Wow, good
Right
memory.
on
Yeah.
stage,
Very
yep.
weird.
He
Yeah.
won't be back.
Nope.
They spent a ton of time on Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Yeah.
A lot of time on that.
Which
They
turned out
had
to be really fun.
multiple
Yeah.
actors from different eras of Star Trek playing it. Which
I thought that was a
cool.
great
It
demonstration.
was. It was
Yeah.
a great
Video, right?
demonstration.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
in a video. They also brought LeVar Burton
Yeah.
on stage to
Very
do an
cool.
interview with Aisha, and that was good. He just seemed so excited to be there.
Yeah.
He was a great, charismatic personality. Do we see more VR from Ubisoft? Or are they backing away from it?
More.
More.
Yeah,
what do they
yeah.
do with it?
Because they had
More?
Werewolves Within as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ubisoft, I think, is actually one of the studios who's really pushing that medium,
Mm-hmm.
who's doing social VR games, who's executing them well. I like their VR stuff.
I could see like a steep VR tie-in.
Mm-hmm. That's what I
Not
was
too
going to
intense.
ask. Is do they go Bethesda route where they have sort of these like a Doom VFR? Do you see a Division VR mini game or something like that, or,
What I love
Rainbow
about-
Six?
What I love about Star Trek is that's a game that wouldn't work without VR.
right.
It's about that communication, looking around, especially Werewolves Within. As you stare at each other, communicate with each other, you
Right.
see your model moving along with you. It's created
Right.
because of VR.
That's a great
and that's
point.
what I'm more interested in.
They're not doing the expected thing.
Yeah.
They're not taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do we see? I guess the last question before we get into the show itself. They have a lot of ongoing games that they're still supporting. We've got Ghost Recon Wildlands. Do we see more of that? Do we see more
Yes.
updates for Honor? Do we see more updates to The Division? Do we see more updates to Rainbow Six Siege?
Yes,
Or is
I'll
that
say
I think that I think all those except the Division. is
why?
shown. I don't know. I know that team's moving on to Avatar. We talked about that yesterday. I just think
Same team? Huh.
I think the Division is done. Just a hunch. I don't know.
It's interesting
Because
watching.
they had their DLCs. They reworked a lot of things. Like
Right.
the DLC plan is finished. I think it's a game has to end at some point. I just don't think anything substantial for the Division will be shown. They can continue to support it, but I just don't think it's going to show up in this conference.
Sure. It's interesting watching last year's conference and them branding that first batch of DLC as year one.
True.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we'll see more Division stuff.
Okay.
I think we'll see
yeah.
more Division stuff.
All right. Yeah. The
They
fact
spent,
that
they
it
spent a
said
fair
year
amount of time
one.
on
Yeah.
Division. Yeah, they did. They said
They
year
call
one.
this one year 0, and then they can stop.
Year 0.
Yeah.
Count down.
It's a countdown.
don't
It's
count
not
up.
a count up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
count
You're
down.
convincing me. You're convincing me. On Division.
As the For Honor enthusiast of the group, what do we see from For Honor?
The next batch of heroes. I'm gonna say 2 new heroes.
Not one for each faction.
Is there anyone with like a cool chain weapon?
Yes.
The
Oh.
They got a
Shinobi.
mace
Shinobi.
guy,
Yeah,
a
Shinobi.
flail guy.
All right.
Shinobi.
Oh, that thing too.
Yeah, I think 2 more, because I do 2 at a time.
Oh, okay.
How about a giant shuriken? Does anyone have that?
No, but that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Not
That'd be
yet.
super cool.
Like a Liza
That's the
blade or
Hokage
whatever?
pack.
What about
You
a
throw
giant
it. You
fan?
it just goes. A giant fan. Yeah, that'd be cool
Giant
too.
fan.
Yeah.
We just want them to make a Darcy.
Yeah. Hokage pack.
Hubert, do you think there's any chance that they try to go, as so many others have done, with the esports route with For Honor?
Absolutely. They're,
Oh god.
They should have when this game launched. I thought it was a huge misstep. I thought by now For Honor could be firmly planted in the esports scene. So, I mean, it's possible, but I really think they would have done that from the beginning. Like, can you see them going back?
I think they're so focused on Rainbow Six on that front.
Yeah.
I think that's where their main focus is right now.
Yeah. I would love to see For Honor in esports. That is something I would watch.
What's the
and
proper
get
way to
behind.
position For Honor as an esport?
You do both. You do team battles and 1v1 or like 2v2. Like how many 2v2 esports games are there? You know, that'd be such a fun thing to watch. Just this co-op dueling. That's something I would love to see.
Yeah,
And it's something so easy to watch and get behind. Like, so many esports games are moving so fast. There's so much depth. There's so much going on. It's, like, really hard to keep up. You know, it's cutting back and forth between every character. For Honor just has a nice pace, and it's just easy to digest and
Like a fighting
and watch.
game.
Exactly, yeah.
Like more like a fighting game. You want that?
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
But even fighting games can get pretty crazy.
Well, what I meant
Sure.
is like not camera angles switch around all the time and stuff like that.
Totally.
Did it before, it would swing open and hit.
what I think you lean into on For Honor is it's
But then
it's
the-
most
they're
comparable to
complaining
a
the
fighting
mic
game,
was getting, like,
certainly.
too
But
much
when you
wind
think
on
about all the other
it.
esports,
So
you know, it's not a
can't
shooter, it's
open
not a
past
MOBA, it's
the
not a
same.
strategy game, it's not
So I'm trying to
even
use
really
this
a
to
fighter in
lean
the
It's
into.
its
traditional
own
sense.
thing.
It's its own thing. It stands alone with that combat system,
Yeah.
and it's really fulfilling to
Bury an
at
axe
least
into
in-
somebody's head.
right burying an axe in somebody's head. Yeah,
Right.
I would love to see For Honor blown up at this press conference, but I foresee just the usual 2 classes, a map,
Passing mention.
possibly
Yeah.
a mode. I would love to see something more substantial.
As we get into the final moments, do we have any dreams? Do we have any wild, off the wall?
Best part of the pre-shows. So Ben, the last game, the final game.
Yeah.
I want it to be bonkers in a way that we can't anticipate. I want it to be a game where you don't have a gun. I want that, like Steep was such a crazy last game.
Yeah.
And so I want it to be just this thing where like none of us would have ever thought to make a game out of that.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
Me too, Kyle. I'm gonna echo that sentiment hardcore because so many of the press conference, so many of the studios, I want games coming back or sequels.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, I want a new IP.
So
I feel like this is the company to do it.
I'm with you. I like it. Give me a game.
Okay. Well, Rabbids.
I got one.
that was
Okay.
Good time.
Okay.
I want Child of Light 2.
Cool.
Great.
Great pick.
Great
I
pick.
love Child of Light.
Yeah, did we talk about UB art?
No.
Ben,
We
I
did not
wonder
talk
if,
about
I
UB
wonder if
art.
that whole initiative is done.
It feels like it's done.
Yeah. It's sad because
I know.
that game was cool. The stupid World War I game was cool.
Valiant
The
Hearts
stupid
Yeah.
World War I game.
was.
Yeah.
I don't like that stupid labeling.
Yeah,
I thought
what?
it was great.
It's Kyle Label.
I think it was
Kyle didn't like the ending.
Too much
yeah,
brother
Get
drama.
over
Too
it.
much brother drama.
brother
Brother
drama.
drama.
I don't think it handled war appropriately
Um,
at all times.
Sure. That's a conversation we don't have. I agree with you, but it's a conversation
Yeah.
we need more time for.
We're in time for like crazy zany stuff right now.
Yeah, mine isn't crazy zany, and
We
it's
have.
hard because I'm so with you. I'm so with you on something just totally new and unexpected. But at the same time, I feel like the Ubisoft series Prime, the moment is right, is Splinter Cell. I think you
Bring
can
it
come
back.
back
It's been a
strong.
while.
Splinter Cell.
And
That could be
Show
the
me
closer.
that night
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah.
Show me those goggles.
Yeah,
that would be an
turning on.
exciting announcement to me.
Oh my god.
Ben, one thing I actually really want, this would be the ultimate like great announcement to me actually.
Yeah.
Would be for Ubisoft to say, we found enough investors, we will not be purchased this year. we are avoiding the corporate takeover.
Oh man.
I want them to present it like a game trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because last year you could kind of sense the dread, and
Right.
this year
Right.
it's like going to happen this
Yeah.
year. It's so scary.
It is. It's scary. It's uncomfortable.
Vivendi, right? Is the company that's trying to buy
Vivendi,
them? Yeah. That's like too much for me, and it actually makes me uncomfortable during Ubisoft press conferences, knowing that they don't want that.
Right.
These people who are passionate about their games, who regularly publish good games, could potentially just like get bought by a stinky company that does stinky things.
Yeah. That is a great element to bring up. Huber, take me away.
Just a wild, crazy fantasy
Yeah.
game. How about a Viking themed game? This is a For Honor VR tie-in where you hunt animals in VR. You hunt, and you have to like feed your village. You have to like provide for them, and it's all about like caring about your family.
Like Tale of the
I would
Sun.
love
Yeah.
that. You're just going, it has that foreigner brand, but you're going around having conversations with these people, worrying about how to keep
Yeah.
them alive.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be a great way.
Keep
to
them
extend
alive,
it.
keep them fed,
Yeah.
survive the winters.
Then you get invaded by ninjas.
Yeah, and then you get invaded. And
Yeah.
like,
Then
then all of a
that's it,
sudden
yeah.
it turns into
Game's
yeah.
over.
I thought of one just very quickly. You got Eagle Flight.
Yeah.
Same studio, VR once again. Bear Hunt.
Bear hunt.
Bear Hunt. Speaks for itself. Ian, what do
Did
you
you do
got?
it? Yes.
I just want to be excited about something.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Setting the expectation low. Just excited about anything. You'll take any game.
Anything at all.
Oh man,
I'll be
Looking for a reason.
Look, give me a reason.
Give me a reason.
Ubisoft.
To be excited.
Give me a reason. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that Ubisoft has fun. I would like to see a Rayman Origins style like UB Art
Yeah,
game. I do think
definitely.
UB Art is probably dead in the ground, but yeah, I don't know. Another Child of Light, another
A Valiant Hearts sequel would get me hyped as well. I really enjoy
Just
Valiant
World War II
Hearts.
this time.
I mean, both of those games, when they announced them, you thought like, this. Look how gorgeous this
yeah.
is. Like,
They're just beautiful.
they're
Visually.
beautiful, beautiful games. Beautiful piece. No brother drama.
That's the guy. That's Dan
Yeah.
H. And we're checking to see if it's Dan Hay.
Far Cry
Haye maybe.
Give him a lower.
Do we have any predictions? My predictions is that they
Hey,
definitely
hey,
open
hey.
with Far Cry 5.
Hey.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
You got me real hyped on this Splinter Cell announcement. I'm predicting it as well, Ben. I think
You
it's
think
coming.
Splinter Cell's coming?
Yeah.
He didn't predict, just for Ben's, he didn't predict it. He said that's my dream.
All
Yeah, I
right.
said it was
Yeah.
my dream.
I'm predicting.
You're predicting.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's ending the show.
I love this Huber layup. Okay, so here's what happened. It's like, this is my dream, and then Huber takes it, slam dunks it, and says, now
Yes.
it's real.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Now it's real.
Ending the show.
What company was Siphon
Night.
Filter?
The thing that's hard for me
Sony.
Oh, okay.
with Splinter
Sony
Cell,
Ben?
though, is they've taken Splinter Cell in so many different directions already. You had Conviction, which is very different. You had Blacklist, which was different.
They've been down the remaster path.
Do they take like a Hitman 2016 style and say, hey, we're going back to what you
Just
love?
call it Splinter Cell.
All right, so
Well,
one last
Splinter
time, if
Cell,
you want to
that'd
get
be
out in
so
the community,
great.
use the hashtag
That'd be a great way to do it,
UBE3. And I think there is only one person appropriate to start this show.
Moments away.
It's starting.
CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Everyone, please, Yves Guillemot.
Is this the beginning?
I guess not. This is weird.
Yves,
Backstage
I believe the
he
honor
said
is
we
yours.
wanna
Would you
kick
do the
this
honors,
off.
please?
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Sure. Let the games begin.
Here we go.
Here we go.
How's our volume?
What an adorable man.
I always need a little more. I'm
What do
sorry.
you got for me, Ubisoft?
I love Watch Dogs. And the Watch Dogs vibes, that music, and the colors.
Thank you for explaining
Watch
it. Yeah.
Dogs. Yeah.
Space. I like the new logo.
Yeah.
So I gotta play before all my games.
It's like an
Yes.
angry.
Oh,
There it is.
Yeah, boy. It's the amount of money Nintendo paid. It's got a lot of twins. I immediately regret this.
Oh, they're following.
That violated
Hello,
the
everyone.
Mario rules.
And
That
thank
violated
you.
the Mario rules.
Coin box should
We've
have
always
gone
wondered
blank.
what could happen if our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon
They're
the
already
world of
blowing
Mario.
it.
They're
Today,
breaking the rules.
Look at that.
the dream is
I never thought I'd see
reality.
that.
I'll follow you anywhere, Mario.
This
Wherever
is
you
the
go.
dream we didn't ask for.
Yeah,
And
they're not
to
icons.
talk about this unexpected encounter, it is my great honor to welcome a very special guest, someone
It's gonna be
I
Miyamoto, I bet,
truly
then. Too
admire.
much respect.
It's
Miyamoto coming out.
Miyamoto.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's Miyamoto with the gun!
Whoa. Miyamoto's packing.
There was a quote, I think, at one point Miyamoto said he'd never make a game with a gun in it.
He's like a nuke. That's like a Ratchet and Clank gun.
Yeah, it is.
This is loaded.
Cool shirt.
Fire the cannon!
Very cool shirt.
Thank you for coming.
Nice.
We are so happy to have you today.
This is what I love. You know, this
So
alliance.
what have
Yeah.
you brought with you?
fantasy
well,
team
What did you bring?
This is a life-size replica
Oh, Bill
We
Trent
don't
was like,
build
I'm here
that
too.
one.
of this game.
Wow. Cool, I'm sure you love it.
I brought one for you.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Wow. Woo. So,
Unprecedented.
Going down the crowd.
He can help
Yeah.
our conversation. これほらね、ゴーストリーコンのとちょっと違うでしょ。
These are a little bit different from the weapons you see in Ghost Recon.
可愛いでしょ。
yeah, very different weapons for very different worlds. This one is, I think, very effective in the world of Mario and Rabbit. So, should do well.
Oh, they're taking their guns.
Actually, take the gun.
Stage ninjas.
I'm so proud of Ubisoft's long-standing collaboration with Nintendo. You know, from the DS to the Wii, and more recently for the impressive launch of the Switch.
Skip the
You know,
Wii
it
U.
has always been. We have always
He's
been
throwing that shade at other
inspired
third parties
by
right now.
all the great work you've been able to
It's
do.
like, we
そう
put
ですね。
games
本当
on
に
your
い
systems
つ
that
も
launch
UBI さんに
forever.
ね協力いただいてありがとうございます。
Better recognize.
Yes, thank you very much for all the work that we've been able to do together over the years with Ubisoft.
もうほら出会ってから25年ぐらい経つ。
Creative
It means
fellow
it's already been about 25 years since you and I first met.
He wanted it.
title.
E3 とかに来るたんびに UBI さんの
But like he's a
ブースとか
fellow of the
訪問して
company. Like,
Oh,
that's
okay.
ビデオで撮ってもらって社内のビデオに登場したりしてましたね。
And every year at E3, you're kind enough to invite me to your booth, and we get to take lots of pictures and videos, and I've even recorded messages for Ubisoft employees in the past.
でそのたんびにねなんか UBI の開発の皆さんのすごい任天堂ゲーム愛みたいなものを感じてきました。
So over the years, I've always felt the deep, heartfelt passion that Ubisoft developers have for Nintendo and its characters.
それは一方でね僕は同じ開発者としてライバルですからこう戦う姿勢で頑張ってきたんですけど
But on the other hand, because we're both software developers, we've also looked at each other as kind of rivals and
That's why I put up
tried
his
to see who
fists.
could make the best software.
けどまあイブさんからラビッツの人形をもらったりいろいろして僕の席の前にもラビッツがいっぱい
It
あ
would
る
have been great if he said we won.
そういうラビッツのヒューモアをすごく理解してました
But of course, I've known the Rabbids characters for many years, and I have many Rabbids figures decorating my desk. And so I've always been a fan of the characters and their humor.
だから今回の話が
By the
あ
way,
った時に
Miyamoto is
ラビッ
fit.
ツがどんなユーモアをこうゲームの中で見せてくれ
That
る
guy's
か
in
すごい
shape.
楽しみにしてた
Where's his bike?
So since this project first started, I've been very excited to see what kind of humor the Rabbids could bring to the Mario world.
でただダビデさんに会
Eves
った
is
時
like, I'm
に
never
ね
going to talk again.
I know.
So when I met Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game, yes,
That's cool. Yeah.
when I met Davide-san, I had
dream's coming
just,
true, man.
just one condition for this project.
絶対こうジャンプするゲームとかそういうプラットフォームゲームじゃなくてマリオで今まで作ったことのないジャンルのゲームを作ってほしいとお願いしました
I said, whatever you do, don't try to make a jump game or a Mario platformer. Try to make a Mario game that has never been made before.
Cool.
よかったですね。
And it's great.
My interest for this
Oh,
And I
order.
can tell you, it was an
I showed
exciting,
that
very
director how emotional
exciting
he was.
challenge for all
Yeah.
our teams. And I think we've done something you will love. So, thank you very much for giving us the chance to perform on this game.
はい、本当にこうヨーロッパで作るとこんなものができるのかとかね。それからUBI さんやっぱりアクションゲームをちゃんと作ってる会社なんで、こう単純なストラテジーゲームっていうものもちゃんとこうテンポのいいゲームが出来上がりました。
And so, of course, because the game is being made in Europe, it has a very unique flavor to it. And of course, Ubisoft is very good at making action games, but this game in particular has a great layer of strategy and tactics to it, but with a very good pace.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fresh, actually. So now let's welcome Xavier, you know, the producer of the game, and he will show us the game. So thanks again, Miyamoto.
All that matters is how it looks, baby.
Finally, we can talk about this project. So we've been working on this game for more than 3 years now, and to be at E3 today, on this stage, is just super exciting. So, what is this game exactly? So Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure.
Plus is official.
Exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, and let's check right away some gameplay.
Switch exclusive.
Show me it, baby. What does it look like?
Switch exclusive? Absolutely. What else is it going to be on?
Well, the fact that it's with Ubisoft, it could be
Oh,
on...
so that's Tutorio or whatever.
No, it's still Mario.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
This looks great, by the way. This actually looks pretty cool.
The thing you control is the character called Tutorio. You don't control Mario or them yet.
So
This is the
Mario, as a
overall
true
part.
hero, wants to save the day. But this
Oh,
time,
baby.
with some new friends.
Those coins?
So you control the Roomba and they follow you.
Yeah, it's called Tutorio.
I like that Rabbid Peach room.
Oh, it looks so good. This is in game?
And at first, they don't really know each other.
Oh,
But in the
baby,
end,
I'm
they will form
in.
this dream team that
Look
will
at Mario
potentially
Ninja Run.
save the Mushroom Kingdom.
I like the music. I like the music so far.
Please shadow drop this.
It's August.
Confirmed?
Sunflower.
So far, it's just a bunch of running around, though.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
The graphics look so good.
They do.
Yeah. Little frame.
Little duck in a toilet.
Little dip.
And as the game is a turn-based tactical adventure game, combat is a really big part of the concept.
Alright, here we go.
So you'll fight wave after wave of rabbit that somehow turn bad. And what we see here is just
65%
the beginning of the game,
combat.
so it will be perfect to talk about the combat basics.
Oh, Ian
So
hates
the two
these.
flags
We
you
have
see on the
cover.
screen here is to tell you this is a battlefield.
Cover doesn't bother me.
So
in
switch from
Waste-type
exploration mode
bricks.
to
Yeah.
They
battle.
don't bother me in
bricks.
tactics game.
The blue zone is your zone of movement, so you move
Oh,
anywhere
it's
you want
straight
to
up
that
tactics.
zone.
Yeah.
But you can also
Okay.
use battlefield ingredients such as
So
covers
it is
for protection.
Yeah,
So
it's
Rabbit Luigi here using half cover or full cover.
Mario Overwatch.
And we also have what we call team jump. So by jumping
That's
on your
very good.
teammates,
Gaia?
you can expand
Oh,
the
yeah.
So here,
Oh, yeah.
using Mario, she's able to flank the enemy.
That reminds me of
face paint.
You
Sky.
can also attack the enemy behind that cover and expose them by
yes.
destroying
This
that cover.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's really interesting in terms of strategy because
This is a
for
great
next turn,
demo.
Oh my
will be
goodness.
open
Coming
for,
into this, I thought there was
attacks. And last
literally
but
no
not least,
possible way
techniques.
that I could be
So
interested
from
in this game.
defensive ones,
I'm interested.
Yeah.
like Rabbit
This
Peach,
comment's fun.
Shield
What does
Burst,
that box do? Show me that
or
box.
offensive ones like Mario's Hero Sight. He's able to attack the enemy even if it's not his turn, as soon as the enemy moves.
Overwatch.
It's an Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Here's my
What's he
gun.
packing?
Jeez.
Nice.
Nice.
D-Red.
D-Red. Yeah, they're in like an alternate
So you mix
dimension.
and match attack options, movement abilities.
I'm sweating.
techniques.
That hop.
But we also have
You're sweating right now.
other ingredients such as
sweating.
pipes, rabbit pipes.
This is really good.
So those give you
Rabbit pipes.
a good move
Mario
to
has
flank
pipes.
the enemy. So here, for example, Rabbit Luigi goes into the pipe.
Oh, yes.
Out of the pipe, dash the enemy, goes for Mario, team jump,
Holy
land
crap!
behind the enemy
What?
in one
Look
single
at the
movement
combos.
sequence, and then finish off the enemy.
Awesome.
That's applause.
And what we see here is actually explosive cover. So those have many type of super effects, and this
This
one
is
was
just
a
the
push
beginning of
effect.
the game.
So you
Yeah,
can push
this is first
heroes
world.
or
It's like a
enemies out of
tutorial
the boundaries.
Dude.
So again, this is just a glimpse into the basics
show
of the
any
game.
XP
And
there
as
or
you
anything.
progress into the
Something to
game,
take note of.
you have more tactic tools. You'll be able to do more combo setups. You'll be able to use different type of heroes, different type of weapons, in order to battle your way through the kingdom.
He's like, ugh.
Okay, so wow. So maybe you don't level up, you just get coins to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm making a rabbit's
there,
only
there.
tease.
That was some skill points.
The mobility. Crazy. Dude, here's the vacuum.
He's the vacuum.
Oh my gosh.
Bounce.
Whoa.
I can't believe how good it
Dude,
looks.
this game looks good.
Yeah.
What? How is this possible?
The crowd is
How is
nuts.
this possible?
Crowd's going crazy.
Brad, you're right. Exceeded everyone's expectations. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You never asked for this.
And that's and that's
You
just
certainly don't
a
deserve it.
glimpse into the game itself. But first and
Figurines
foremost,
are not
this is
amiibo.
a project done with passion, with our hearts. So it would not exist otherwise. So we just can't wait for you guys to try the game at E3 this week. For those who are not at E3, you'll see online coverage, videos, and surprises. So have a great conference. Have a great E3. Thank you.
Oh yeah, they was the best one.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was
very
wow. What an opener.
Wow. So, you said it's an August.
Trailer. There it is, the portal.
The portal.
Portal. We were right. Brother drama. So good to show this after the gameplay demo.
Nice.
Yoshi.
So jolly.
Do we know he was in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Most quickly overcoming the mold around
Oh, that's a rabbit dressed as that. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have rabbits dressed as more Mario bosses.
Yoshi with a rocket launcher.
Mine's good.
It is true. The rumor.
Yes.
That looks fantastic.
Yes.
What?
I was so pessimistic about it before this, but nope, it looks great.
Mario's like, alright.
He's not gonna judge. That's what I like.
Yeah.
He could have shrugged, but he
He's a
didn't.
good man.
Donkey
Mario's
rabbit.
a good man.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
It's a kind
Chip
man.
was strong with
He's a
that.
kind and gentle man.
Loving, understanding man.
Cool theater they're in.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ashraf Ismail, game director for Assassin's Creed Origins.
Pretty sure that squiggly line.
I've waited a long time to say that. Almost 10 years ago, I, as many of you, fell in love with a game. That game took us to the Third Crusade.
10
And we
years
fell in love again when it took us to the Italian Renaissance. Over the years, this amazing series has taken us to the American Revolution, the French Revolution, Victorian London, and of course, to the Republic of Pirates. For the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed,
What the hell was
for
that?
our fans,
We went into
for
4K.
ourselves, and for all newcomers,
The
we wanted to go back
filters applied.
very far back to show how it all began. Since Black Flag, over the last 3.5 years, we have
Whoa.
poured our energy, our talent, our
The
passion
moving camera has a
into bringing the land of pyramids, pharaohs, and mummies to life. To bring
Mummies!
ancient
Mummies.
Egypt to life. Now Egypt challenged us. It fundamentally challenged us to reinvent what it means to be Assassin's Creed.
Do we end on a mummy?
And over the next few days, you will see, play, and feel this reinvented experience. I am deeply honored and proud to be here representing the amazing work of a phenomenal team. And thrilled to finally be able to show you this beast we have been building. Without further ado, here is a taste of Egypt.
Yeah. That felt very sincere.
Well done.
Okay. Train that hippo.
Train the lion.
Like this music a lot.
Oh my god, cherry juices, cherry juices.
Ian, do you know who this is?
I don't. Because I say I like every song almost, people will tweet it.
I think it's All American Rejects.
The bait is so bad, Kyle.
Yeah, that was terrible bait.
Terrible.
Turn down bait.
Turn down the bait. That bait is gone foul.
This is the trailer I wanted the game to be debuted with.
They're gonna save their A machines for their own conference. You know?
They did.
Good stuff.
I like the eye drawing.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He's so pumped.
As an extra treat, let's check in with home base, where we're going to get a glimpse of what you'll see right after the UB conference.
Oh.
Hey there, folks. Chris Waters here at the home base with Hanny Duong and Carl Lua, producer on Assassin's Creed Origins at Ubisoft Singapore. Carl's here to give us a look at the gameplay of the game. We're going to be entering the open world. We've got a ton more to show you, but Carl, kick it off. Give us a little taste here.
So here we are in the open world of Egypt. This is the demo that we will be showing on the show floor here at E3. Bayek is riding into the Fayum, one of the regions in Egypt, the most southernmost region. It's a beautiful area. We've come in from the desert,
This was poorly
moving
thought
towards
out.
this
Yeah.
Lake Morris.
Or the
And,
game's,
let's
like,
have a
not
little
ready to be
exploration
shown.
around here using our Eagle.
I think they'll go full screen after the
It's sunny
press
on the
conference.
lake, and it's sunny on the monitor here, but
More
folks,
gameplay
this
comment.
looks
Yeah.
really good. It's running on an Xbox One X, and we'll be giving you the gameplay feed after the show. We've got 30 minutes of that coming up.
It looks
but, let's see if you
intimidatingly
can see
large, this
From
game.
bird's eye view, what Seinu
Yeah.
is
It's
up
gonna
to.
be huge.
Yeah, so Seinu is looking into this military camp and tagging a few enemies here. After
Why
the
would they
show,
give
we
us
will
the
infiltrate
full
this
screen
camp
after and not
take it
now?
out either
This was
through
foolishly
stealth or
conceived.
combat or perhaps ranged weaponry.
All right, if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to
Mistakes
tune
were
in
made.
right after the
Chill out,
conference.
guys.
Something
Chris and I
was
and Carl
said.
here will be right here. Ash will be joining us as well. You won't want to miss it.
Like,
That
let's
30
cut
minute
this now.
live
Let's
gameplay
move
feed is
on.
coming up
Yeah,
after the
some
show,
hop in and a
but
couple
for now,
artifacts
back
already
to the
just off
stage
screen.
and on with the excitement.
So they had to record it 6 times before.
That's it for now. Thank you. Thank you. So,
Tune in after.
don't forget
Stay
that you
tuned.
can watch this demo in its entirety after the conference, live stream from our home base. And for those of you here at E3, please come
Jenga.
to the Ubisoft booth where you can live this new experience of Assassin's Creed. Thank you very much.
Not necessary.
The Switch. Not on Switch.
Not on Switch. Just say it.
Yeah, everything but Switch.
He comes back on stage, and it's not on Switch.
Far Cry.
I expected more Assassin's Creed.
Oh, nope. Inception.
Inversion, too.
Oh, it's a crew.
Crew.
Yeah.
Crew 2?
Yeah.
Here's your chance.
Thanks, bro. Chin simulation is very intense.
Oh, what?
It's Inception.
Inception, crap. Doctor Strange.
It's part of the Marvel universe now.
Get our new hotshot driver with a promising career dominate auto racing on his way to the top.
Whoa!
It's funny, Watch Dogs 2 build new followers. Yeah.
Oh, there's a skid. Oh, and there's a wreck. The cars are piling up. Our champion swords around
just killed
at
people.
Now that's the skill that wins no matter what the engine, no matter what.
Kaboom!
Six race was built by Rich Chin
Yeah.
Johnson.
He's this season's undisputed motorsports champion, coming out of nowhere to rise to the top.
King of all motorsports.
Bloodworth says
Not so fast.
Can you fly? I'm confused.
You can.
fly?
Yeah.
do everything.
You fly every motorsport.
You're king of all
If it has a
motorsports.
motor, you're the king of it.
There you go.
Don't you want to be that guy?
The number one racer of all engine-based
wanna be that
motors.
guy.
Don't you want to be that guy? Look how proud he is.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 years back, the crew took the driving genre out there to the big, wide, open world of the USA. Thanks to our players, we have taken this iconic vision to the next level. They showed us what they liked
Budget.
and what they wanted to see in the futures. Now, it's time to take it way beyond driving. I am
Space.
Stéphane Bellet, Creative Director.
Racing
This is
spaceships
the
would
Crew
get me on board.
2.
Me too.
Yeah.
King of
Yeah.
I don't care about
Thank
propeller
you.
planes. Yeah.
Here in the US, motorsports are louder, bigger, edgier than anywhere else in the world. Drivers and fans meet across the country and celebrate a common passion for all things motorized. Now's your chance to join in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Crew 2, home of Modern Nation. the heart of the city, street racers prove their skills, skidding on rooftops, burning asphalt.
It's sad that it's so hard to make a game like this exciting.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy. They're pulling off a lot.
Yeah. The scope. Very crazy.
Yeah, Porsche.
I think seeing the scope in game does a better job of selling it than focusing on that. The king of motorsports.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
What a trailer. Yeah.
Forge your own path off-road through the striking beauty of nature.
Huh?
Yeah, I think sweet.
Soothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hearing the engines run.
It seems
In
like there's no
nature.
brother drama too, which is
No,
cool.
Yeah. Well.
Tame,
Even Bloodworth in
unpredictable waves on the open ocean, rapid waters, or narrow rivers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hydro Thunder.
Yeah.
Hydro Thunder.
I do love Hydro Thunder.
Don would get us pumped up for this.
Yeah.
We need him here.
And I like that there's just like boosts. You just press boost and you have fire coming out of your boat.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
Start talking planes coming out. That's what I want to see.
Cool. And this is a pretty chilled out demo with no music.
Love that there's no music.
Yeah.
Ambiance of nature.
Show me the planes. Here we go.
Fearless pilot rule the skies,
I like
spin
the
between
wings.
buildings, through the clouds, among stunning perspectives.
Through the city. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Reminds me of Pilot Wings.
Whoa.
Yeah. That was fun. This game runs?
This game's real?
runs.
Yeah. They've made the entire United States in this game. To scale?
You could fly through it?
Yeah. That is crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I
Did
really
they
wonder
say
if
how-
you can fly from coast to coast.
Yeah, did they say how
Can you
big
do
the
that?
map is? How big the world is?
I wonder if it is a map this time.
Or
Because
just
they have
like
4 different
San
events, I
Francisco.
bet, yeah, you just like select where you're going to go.
Well, there's the Statue of Liberty.
Not to scale.
Not to scale. Okay. Your vehicle collection now?
With the rewards program.
There's one on that. How many points you got?
All across the country, high-octane contests await you. Take the lead on Mother Nation. You've had a glimpse of the Crew 2. Register now for beta access or play the demo at the booth. Experience TC2 for yourself. Enjoy the ride. Thank you.
I've done that.
Too cool, man.
It's the right call.
Did you see, real quick, Grant Kirkhope is doing the music for Mario Rabbids.
What?
Cool.
Who's that?
Very cool.
Banjo Kazooie.
That down.
Still waiting for the night.
The stage turns green.
Yeah!
We all started as one team. We all wanted to be superheroes for the same reason.
Freedom Pals.
You're a traitor, Tweak, and now you're with a group of super traders. This was started by you. We aren't the ones who walked out of the fucking franchise, Mysterion. Why would the Freedom Pals help us? We send a spy, someone in our group who pretends to want to switch sides and join Freedom Pals. Somebody who they don't know very well. All that's fair in love and war, Freedom Pussies. You
Problems, new kid. Whatever you did last night got a lot of people's attention. Bad people. If you need information, just know you can rely on Call Girl.
Who the fuck is that? So I guess now any fucking asshole thinks they can be a superhero.
They had a whole belt of them.
We're gonna rip you apart. Dude, Mysterio's pissed at you, new kid.
Who was Mysterio? Is pissed.
Whoa.
Hello, Toolshed. Toolshed is a catchy tier class visionary archetype. And a butt-fucking traitor.
through the scanner.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good.
You must listen to me. Get out of my head, Timmy. Your franchise is going nowhere. That's the truth, Eric. You guys are kind of douchebags. He just called us douchebags in my mind. He did? Southpaw, the fractured but whole.
Available October 17th.
Dude.
Great.
Jenga.
So many
demo
flies.
Demo at the booth. Wow. Great trailer.
And you can create your character entirely?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Call girl.
Watch Dogs.
Spurs up.
Cool stage. Watch Dogs.
It's gotta be, right?
There was this sort of synergy of, well, we're looking to do something interesting in VR, and we've got this division, and you're looking
Vision.
to sort of bring, you know, what sense you have of storytelling within, and put that into the context of VR.
You can, for the first time as a player, feel like you are in a movie.
That's a really good word for it. We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
Black Mirror. Let's go.
Whilst working with Ubisoft, we stumbled across some fascinating research that had begun in the late 90s. Essentially, neuroscientists had figured out a way to upload brain data, trauma, emotions, memories to the digital space.
Yes.
Now, we've gone and taken the next logical step, and with Ubisoft, we've recreated in virtual reality one such test subject. So we'd like you to come and join us and experience the Walter test case for yourself.
Dude.
This is disturbing.
Gotta show him thesis.
I'm into this. Is that on Samsung Gear VR? Just hit the gear.
Strap in, Kyle.
It does look like a Gear VR.
Experiencing is a recorded consciousness. It's not unlike watching a movie, so no matter how real it may seem, it can't hurt you. You are completely safe.
This is that Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are completely safe.
Transference.
Whoa. Count me
Enter the home
in.
That's the
of
type of
a
year I think
mind.
you're asking for.
Dude,
It's just spooky for me.
Oh,
that
well.
looks rad.
But good demonstration of it.
Intriguing.
I like that a lot.
What percent
Very
they're throwing
intrigued.
out?
Ocean?
Yeah.
The wafer?
It's really funny that they show the logo before everything. It's like, we know,
We
it's the
know.
Ubisoft
Now-
conference.
I'm happy to share a new surprise with you.
Yeah, baby.
Building on the legacy of one of our most popular worlds, the super talented teams of Ubisoft Singapore came up with something really, really unique. So I want you to see that and enjoy. Thank you.
Do we think this is the pirate game?
I see water.
Men from all over the world sail the treacherous trade routes.
Yes.
Yes.
Good year for
Yes.
pirates.
Zero animus.
Riches in their holds.
Oh my
fuel their
God,
dreams
yes.
Of power and fortune, while whetting the appetites of those they fear most.
Call Luke Arnold right now.
Call him.
Get him on the
Pirates.
He's in this.
Lead character.
He's in this.
All the mocap.
Every single character.
Norrington.
No, it's just gonna say Brad. Always.
Yes. Classic seal cover.
6 knots, sir! 6 knots! Too damn slow!
All those pirates are taking you down.
Dude, she's hype. Oh.
Look at that pirate ship.
Yeah, looks red.
pirate meta is so strong right now.
Rival pirates.
Third party.
Yeah.
Corsair.
Third
Yeah.
party.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. That is awesome.
I love these crazy pirate ships.
Yeah.
They're so nuts.
Ah. Dude.
Skull and Bones. Yes.
Good trailer.
Bones.
Yes. Don's pumped.
Show it. They're gonna show
it.
They're gonna show it in action.
I really hope they show it.
120 days. That's how long the average pirate survived a lawless life on the seas during the golden age of piracy.
Wow. Great opening.
Damn.
I'm Justin Farron, the creative director
you are
of Skull
going to
and
die.
Bones.
Heard a dialogue.
And this is your chance to not just survive, but to climb the food chain and surpass the legend of every pirate who ever sailed the high seas. Since bringing innovative naval combat to Assassin's Creed, we at Ubisoft Singapore have set out to bring you the ultimate pirate experience. A tactical action game where we take that naval combat to the next level, mastering the ocean and its winds at the helm of ships armed to the teeth. Skull and Bones takes place in a shared systemic world where you can sail solo or form a gang of pirates with your friends.
Yes.
And together, terrorize the trade routes of the Indian Ocean.
Serious.
Season after season, you'll collaborate and compete with other bloodthirsty players.
Whoa.
Even execute ruthless betrayals
Oh,
in order to
Cal's
become
out.
Mutiny.
the ultimate pirate kingpin. Now I'm proud to share with you the Loot Hunt, one of Skull and Bones' 5 versus 5 team-based PvP modes.
Cal's
Pirate
out.
MOBA?
Whoa.
Right on, right?
Pirate versus pirate, baby.
We've just received intel that merchant convoys rich with treasure are sailing just off the coast of Madagascar. But beware, there are other pirates also looking to plunder the PvP disputed waters of the Indian Ocean.
So
Dude's
cool.
in MMO.
Yeah, just multiplayer battles.
I really hope it's more than just ship battles the whole game.
No, that's,
I don't
that's
think
what
it has
is.
a story.
It's because
Oh,
The
no.
precise
they want to keep their
shallows of
ships.
Madagascar, located
flag
on the
height.
cusp of a bustling trade route.
No,
it
I
is
meant
the
like I hope you can
perfect
go
place for
on
an
land and
ambush.
stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I highly
I've
doubt it.
diminished.
Here is our
Extremely
gang
then.
of pirates, the
I
raiders.
mean, they made that game. It was
going
called Black
head to
Flag.
Yeah, I
head
know.
with a gang of
Make it
rival
again.
players, the cutthroats.
Just better.
Victory
Do it
goes
for
to
Don.
the
Dude, that
team
mode
with
is
the
so
most
cool.
loot at the end of the hunt.
Most loot.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer shooter.
Okay, at least you can move around. So
Knowing how to sail with the wind is a pirate's most precious skill. Use the winds to increase your speed or to position yourself for tactical
I like how ridiculous the
advantage in
ships are
battle.
too.
To reap the most rewards, it is best to split up, some going inland, others keeping to the open sea. Each warship has unique strengths.
How many times have I
Every
heard that
hull
in Black
is
Flag?
reinforced, its arsenal equipped
like the
with
shanty.
numerous
Just the
culverin
same
cannons.
Same song.
You gotta find more shanties, bro.
The brigantine is devastating up close, with a battering ram designed to break any
battering ram.
resistance.
That's me. I'll sacrifice, guys.
The
Don't
sloop
worry.
of war kills from afar, with its crippling long-ranged mortars and precise long 9
Sniper
cannons.
Flying hostile colors! All sail! Ride the wind! All hands on deck! Position fixed!
Open fire! Nothing will save you now!
Bags of HP.
Yeah.
Boom! Love it. Love that.
Whole squad of those.
Yeah.
Don't let bloodlust cloud your purpose.
Kinda
You're here for
bloodthirsty.
the loot, and so are your rivals.
Store the goods, then back to your station.
The team that escapes with the most loot claims victory.
That gives me the impression you could respawn.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you die that fast. Oh.
Searching for more targets on the horizon, our sloop of war spots a rival pirate ship further inland.
Oh, they were just killing mobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were crazy.
Is this basically the same as it was in Assassin's Creed?
Pretty much.
Extremely.
Our frigate swoops
That's why
down
it's
to save the
disappointing.
day,
It's just
bearing
this.
the brunt
Yeah.
of the damage.
I want a pirate adventure.
It feels like Black Flag 2.0.
Yeah, that's it.
If it's
So
$20,
far.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Right,
it's
that's a
cheap.
good
Yeah.
point.
Another day, another victim.
Looks very nice.
Especially if you can just like get through this.
Mr. Mercy, vamos con todo.
Our gang of pirates is now taking aim at the frigate,
I mean, this
and it will
is the
take
stuff I like
team
in Black Flag.
coordination to take her down.
Can you
Ram them.
Can you go on board? And
There's a pretty good chunk of damage for that round.
stuff.
Looks like no, Ian.
Respecting the melee.
Yeah. Well, I think you're just one person.
With the enemy ship's broadside now vulnerable, our frigate rushes in to board her.
Okay.
There we go.
Here
There we go.
Is it just
Yeah,
It's
is it just
a
a
cutscene.
cutscene?
Oh, it's just the. Oh, the tease.
50%.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm still into it.
Yeah. This is a game I'll play for sure.
Yeah.
And Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves is the pirate adventure game.
I think
This is
you're
the
right.
pirate multiplayer game.
Good thing.
Like, yeah, this is Overwatch Pirates.
Pirate hunters have been sent in, signaling the end of the hunt. They target the pirates with the most stolen loot.
Time to make our escape,
So hey, is the goal to get the most loot?
Yeah.
Because they've said it like 8 times.
Full tilt, Silbo, full tilt.
The pirate hunter defenses are
I like
so
the
strong
wind
that the only option is escape.
Oh yeah.
The brigantine
realize
is
that's what that is.
sacrificing herself to buy time for the frigate, who carries the most loot.
All day.
I'll buy you some time.
Yeah.
Take the treasure.
Yeah.
Throw loot to the other boats.
I've lived my 115 days.
I'm an old man.
Successful pirates know when to run, with their hulls full and the
Luke
wind
Arnold's
at
just
their
crying
backs.
right now. Just tears. Yeah.
He's the name of a boat. He's a kind of boat. The Luke Arnold.
Luke Arnold.
It's time for Chance.
Yeah, looks MP only.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Skull and Bones. I'm into it.
I'm disappointed.
Thank you
I'll
all
leave my
very
hands on
much. I'd like to invite you to play the loot hunt at the Ubisoft booth at
we've
E3.
got Sea of
And
Thieves
please
coming.
register for our live
Yeah,
phases.
but if I could have another great pirate
Oh, and
game
one thing
that
I
looks
forgot
like
to
even
mention,
way more higher budget
the world
than
of
Sea
Skull and
Thieves, why wouldn't I
Bones
take
is
it?
one that evolves.
True.
When you act, it reacts.
Oh.
Yeah, it's more of a naval combat game rather than a pirate game. You know?
Whoa.
Davy Jones.
Kraken!
Monsters.
Kraken?
Kraken!
Monsters
Been
boost
released.
it up every time.
Those boats.
No, this is a Kraken.
Oh, baby, look at that.
That was big.
That thing was huge.
That was a big old Kraken.
Dude. Raid battles.
Interest spikes.
Co-op battles,
Co-op
dude.
battles, dude.
Take down the Kraken.
Raid bosses, baby.
That.
Fall 2018. Good
Okay. You took me
Leviathan.
from a solid 7 to like a 9.
Just
Kraken
Dance.
co-op? Question mark?
Kraken co-op, dude. Dance for me. Dance. Please dance.
Iroquois.
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, yeah.
Yep.
Yellow ones come out, they just start battling.
Yeah.
You feeling it, Hubert?
I wish I could dance like this. This is awesome.
Did you say something new?
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Dude.
Reptile.
It's like some K-pop right now.
Yeah.
This? We got K-pop?
I'm into it.
By the way, this is frustrating Bloodworth so much because of the upload.
Oh, the licensed music?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Sweat.
You've been flagged for Jameer.
Sweat dripping from Bloodworth right now.
Do you think Jones is smiling?
There's a dad.
I don't think so.
The most pretty, I'll never ever sing like Whitney. But I still wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody.
I don't know.
I just
baby.
wanna dance with
Whoa, there's lower
somebody.
throat.
I just wanna dance with somebody. It could be anybody. Tell me how you got somebody. Don't matter who you are, just love me the way I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody.
I love Jones cam right now.
Just
Now
Jones
is
is
the
like
time.
dead serious.
Or either dead serious or
just
power
like-
on. Yeah.
Balls to stand.
Yep. Both would be good.
I bet he's smiling.
Smiling and clapping.
Yeah,
Can we
live
make this a
music.
bet? Can we ask him? Jones, during the Just Dance 2018 section.
Okay, I'll take smile.
You take Smile?
I take Smile as
Who's
well.
taking Serious Stoneface?
I take Smile.
I'm gonna take Jones
and Just
checking his
Dance
phone.
2018 is
Okay.
out this October
We'll count
on
that with
all
Stone.
consoles.
October.
Bye.
On the Wii.
With somebody.
The Wii? That game is on the Wii.
Yeah.
The Wii
We or we
normal?
you?
The normal Wii.
Whoa.
You use it as
Also
a telephone.
October.
You use it as a
South
camera.
Park.
It's your music player,
Yeah.
your
This is
flashlight,
the South Park
calculator,
voice guy.
and GPS navigation device. But now, finally, the most high-tech company in the world has unlocked the mobile phone's true potential so that it can do what it was truly meant to do.
We are playing
Yeah, it's South Park.
Cowboys and Indians. Hey, new kid, we need you to come play with us. Put on some cowboy shit and meet us outside. And bring your phone. Whoa, we're playing
Is it a
Cowboys
card
and
game?
Indians, dickhole. Inuits are technically Native Americans.
Jones
This new kid puts me
is
to shame.
surely smiling right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Versus Bucket.
Jones
back to me.
Night.
Jones is like, please release now. Please release now.
Wait,
War!
This is a shadow drop.
System.
Yeah.
Why or what?
This is the next 200-hour Jones game.
It's like everything.
Do you use a xenomorph?
Yeah.
Guys, I need that phone, new kid.
Destroyer.
Okay.
That's
All right.
so
Damn, I
funny.
was expecting a shadow drop.
Me too.
They knew. Everyone would have just downloaded it. Stop paying attention.
Take me to space.
Phone destroyer.
I think this was the
Every time I
project.
see that, I see set shadow drop.
Yeah. Too.
They
You
teased
are the
this
ladies.
in Watch Dogs 2.
Oh.
It's Avatar.
It's Watch Dogs.
Nova took us to the stars. Each new world more incredible than the last. We had no idea what was waiting for us.
Yeah, no, it's
The Legion.
Every man's guy.
It consumes everything in its path. They've never used Starlink before. Go show them what it can do.
Switch?
What?
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 ships in the real world? Jones is having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Breaking atmosphere.
Jones went like this.
Yeah.
He did the Jones face.
Let's even the odds.
It's No Man's Sky with Skylanders ships.
Oh no, that was a PlayStation 4.
Put different weapons.
Judge, we need to buy time for me to jumpstart the engine.
Good as toys. They are resisting ice barrage, linking fire momentum.
This game is for 14-year-olds.
That giant ship is on your
That was
controller.
like, yeah, that's gonna be super weird.
Yeah.
Against impossible odds.
This is
climbing
so cool
around.
to 14-year-olds.
And overcome.
You use motion control.
Starlink battle.
Wow.
That's in 2018, right?
Next, all platforms.
Yeah, 2018.
Hey, I'm always down for some crazy out there weird
I love it.
peripheral.
Yeah.
Well, you know that
is-
you're gonna fly your ship like this because the ship's on top of your controller.
That
I don't
is
think you do.
bizarre.
I think it's just for the switching out components.
I'm Matt Rose, producer
so
at
bizarre.
Ubisoft Toronto. Like many of you, I grew up in the 80s, obsessed with sci-fi, animation, comics,
He likes
and of
Cronenberg.
course, all the really cool toys.
Apparently, being
Yes.
At
born in the 80s.
Ubisoft Toronto, we built a team with a dream of bringing those amazing childhood memories back to life for a new generation. Starlink Battle for Atlas allows you to take control of a team of star pilots in a massive, open, living star system, fighting to save Atlas from the
Toy
Forgotten
Man
Legion.
Sky.
Build a custom starship, and then adapt to new challenges on the fly. Link extra armor and
Dude,
heavy
if you can,
weapons
like,
to take
order
on a
spaceship
huge Legion
based on your own
prime.
parts from the
Search
website,
for ancient secrets lost on the worlds of Atlas, or outrun outlaws through an asteroid field. Freedom is at the core of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Collect your way with both physical Starship collectibles and digital versions available, and even take your game on the go using the power of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I really want to put
Yeah.
a giant spaceship on my controller.
That's what you do.
Thank
Visit
God it has digital.
StarlinkGame.com for more
I'm
information.
playing with the hardware,
And stay
baby.
tuned for many more
On your
surprises.
Switch,
in
bringing
the
it with
coming
you.
months.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fall 2018.
It was like this big.
Excellent.
It was huge.
Would you like to see my Starlink ship?
Can you imagine that on like an airplane? Like someone like next to you?
Just slowly putting the pieces together.
Starlink is cool.
See?
I'm
Yeah,
Rebecca
it is cool.
Kutaz.
DVR.
I'm the studio director at Ubisoft Annecy. It's a pleasure for me to be back on stage after our announcement at E3 last year. And we have had since then a full year of support and continuous development of Steep. Since the very beginning of this project, we have been working with athletes, and we have always been impressed by their passion and dedication. We learned how one champion spent 300 days a year on a trampoline to practice for that perfect landing. We learned how others make more than 6 million turns to practice for the 15 they have to race in competition. These athletes, they travel to the world to train with the best, to compete with the strongest, and to challenge themselves with the most experienced and skilled coaches. It's truly a level of passion and dedication that goes well beyond our everyday lives. And when you talk to the very best of these men and women, you realize that there is something they always have in back of their minds at all times. It's a dream that takes years of preparation for just one go at that unforgettable moment. This December, with our first Steep expansion, this is the journey you will take. Enjoy.
I was not expecting to see more from Steve.
No, definitely not.
As a child, you would wait and watch from far away. But you
Olympics.
always knew that you'd be the
Is this
best
Imagine
in the
Dragons?
world while they all play.
Is it?
We got
I don't
it.
know.
But the bet was for Sunday.
If it is, you're my boy.
The bet was for Sunday.
It was
though.
for Sunday.
It was for Sunday. Someone tweeted me that they played it prior to the stream on Sunday.
Doesn't count.
At Microsoft. Yeah, it wasn't live.
Technicalities.
Wasn't the bet for it going to be great on Sunday?
But all that preceded by, will it be within those 6 press conferences? Olympus that's an expensive license.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see them do this so steep. This is pretty cool.
Nagano Winter Olympics on PlayStation 1.
Nagano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. That was like the last Olympic game I played. That's why I played it up. That's why it's on.
Show me the bobsled.
Road to the Olympics.
That's really cool.
Okay.
It's a while's out.
Official license product. Green.
Far Cry.
So all these were teased. Okay.
Ooh, looks nice.
Oh, Far Cry.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's Far Cry.
Far Cry.
Totally Far Cry.
Steve.
Rayman.
See how many words Kyle got right.
I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
He's got the 7 sins carved into his skin.
he is, Kyle.
Dan Hay.
Dan Hay.
Our story.
Hi, my name is Dan Hay, and I'm the executive producer of Far Cry the brand, as well as the creative director of Far Cry 5. I'd like to introduce you to Hope County, Montana.
Making it a little
Vast, beautiful, rugged. A place where people don't even lock their front door anymore. But that's how it used to be. Today, Hope County's been overrun by a fanatical cult. You find yourself trapped deep in cult territory, cut off from the rest of the world. They've closed the roads. There's no cell phone signal, no 911. People are fucking scared.
Well,
I had to say it.
Look, you said the F word before night.
And just up ahead, the small town of Falls End has been completely overrun. If you're gonna survive, you and your guns for hire are gonna need to save it. But to do that, well, you're gonna need to raise some hell.
Oh.
Love revolvers. It's weird that we don't see his hand. We just see this floating gun. Oh, there's hand is. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I did not hear the thumb part.
But probably because, like Ben said, you can make your character whatever you want.
Yeah.
Town looks like a war zone.
Oh.
Where do you want me?
Where do you want me? What a badass.
Water tower. Got it.
Stealth.
I'm in position.
For only then will you walk in the light of our Father and be delivered.
Boom, boom, motherfuckers.
Boom, 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 boom.
Grace Armstrong.
Bang, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Behind you.
Bang, 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 bang.
Gonna need more help.
I love the way you walk, and I love
Bangs
Bangs pretty
But
good.
Rumor and Grace Armstrong are hype.
Yeah. I like how he's mangy too.
Yeah.
E-Dog. This guy again. Jesus. Not the bomb. Dead Rising.
I thought it was good. Do you want to show that?
It was wild.
Wild and wacky.
Yep.
And I dug Grace.
Wasn't
fun.
too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had personality.
I'm gonna develop a relationship with you. My new D-Dog.
Yeah, I'm all in with
Ben has
Grace.
removed his
Oh,
headphones.
sorry. I was just getting. I'll put them back on. Had a scratch. A little itch.
I love the mystery of a lot of these trailers.
This.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah,
is.
there it is.
Yeah.
Master. I don't deal with domesticated.
Hey, the fuck? I ain't got no master, but I do have your little toy.
I like this so
Show me
far.
the idol. Show me the Redeemer.
Here you go, mate.
Hey, G.
Yo, hand it over. I got a hot date who don't do late.
Monkey's got a date.
Mwah.
What? What?
What? That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig. Bon appetito.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
I want every fucking cop in this fucking city after that fucking bastard!
Grab my chassis, Noxie!
Yes, look at this world.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Good element.
Bang, bang, motherfuckers. Fuck me.
Yeah, police airship. Shoot their own dudes down. Dude, whoa.
Do it!
Holy crap, dude. Dude. This wasn't leaked or anything?
The transition.
Oh,
Look at that thing.
Your base.
It's about bloody time. Let's see what we've got.
oh my God, everything's so good.
Yeah.
Moksha. Just as Yama described it. True freedom lies beyond.
Chills.
This music too.
Oh,
video games.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Oh my god.
Goosebumps.
Finally.
There it is.
Goosebumps on my whole body right now.
That was so cool.
Oh,
In.
Oh my god.
I'm in.
Oh my goodness.
That guy standing up
Yeah.
there.
That guy's
It's
standing
his
up.
Shenmue 3.
Yep. Here we go. Do some gameplay.
They're so stoked. Oh.
Do you think we'll see it?
Yes.
Thank you.
out
I want
right
more.
now.
I
Thank
want
you
more.
very much. Thank you. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all the teams who worked very, very, very hard on creating all this world. Again, thank you to all these teams behind us. I want also to say thank you to Yves with all my heart.
For budgeting that, yeah.
We're gonna be so proud.
Thanks, Yves, for making this happen. This is just amazing. And also a special thanks to the fans of Beyond Good and Evil for sticking with us for so long.
It's about bloody time.
15 years.
He knew.
Exactly.
So welcome to System 3. Our story takes place before the birth of Jade, in a multi-ethnic, multicultural human society in a distant solar system.
Dude.
Prequel. Absolutely,
It is
though.
a time when corporations create hybrids in their labs and enslave them to colonize the stars in order to compete for power and cosmic resources. With our crew of crazy and unforgettable characters, we fight in the name of freedom and the right to determine our own fate among the stars.
Bikini, holy shit.
And we will helm massive star-faring vessels through territories as spectacular as they are dangerous.
We've been working very hard just on the technology during 3 years.
There's a little game.
And today, we have a seamless online playground where we can travel across space at the speed of light. We can explore mysterious cities and discover unknown lands by ourselves or with friends. And we want you to participate in the making of this great adventure. Join our Space Monkey program. Today, and help us make Beyond Good and Evil a world that will challenge us and bring us together for thousand adventure, thrills, and fun. And please, Yves, just join us. This is. Thank you. Thank you.
Love them.
Yeah, congratulations, you guys. You know, Gabrielle and Michelle, you've done a fantastic job. It's amazing what you have been able to achieve, and you and I and all the teams have the power of creating games that will amaze all the gamers. And I think video games can help us to grow and to get better. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's where I get sad that Vivendi's gonna buy them. I get sad at this part every time.
So
I can't get out of my
now-
mind.
Emotions right now.
I would like to thank everyone here in the room and those who are watching us from home. Thank you for listening today, and thank you for playing our games. So to all the teams at Ubisoft, thank you for your incredible imagination and enthusiasm. All of us here, we wish you all a lot of fun playing games this year. So thank you very much, and have a great E3.
That game's a ways off.
The game is,
It doesn't matter.
No,
It does not matter.
They showed a little gameplay, which was nice.
They're making it.
It is a way off.
2019 earliest.
Yeah.
For sure.
What is the Space Monkey thing?
I'm very.
It's basically a beta.
They said join now?
Yeah, I
Help
think it's
us
gonna,
make the-
like an actual beta.
Are we saying?
They're gonna show Assassin's Creed.
Off screen.
So we'll just keep that running. silently, I guess.
Ooh, a lot of unexpected things in that press conference.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah, yeah.
unexpected
Wow.
things.
That Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer might be like one of the best game trailers I've ever seen.
I loved it. I loved the vibe. I loved the characters.
Holy
That
crap.
was really cool.
Yeah. It's actually interesting because it's not the other Beyond Good and Evil trailer we got.
Yeah,
Which
right.
which
Yeah.
had the
Scrapped it.
characters from the first game in it.
They've changed it completely.
Yeah.
Putting the disc into the skull. Let's start with the top of the show.
Okay.
And what a fantastic opening.
Yes.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
That was good
Wow.
stuff.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, everyone was blown away by that.
Yeah.
Had the look of a Mario game.
Because we did see it coming. That's the thing. We knew
Right.
everything about that
Yeah.
game. And it's still surprised.
Yeah.
Here's what they did. I mean, beyond just all of the crazy combat stuff, that game felt like it was about its world.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried it was just going to be about, I don't know, Rabbids jokes, and it wasn't. Those Rabbids, and the Rabbids jokes that were in there were funny. And the enemy designs, those guys with those giant purple blocks on their back that they smash you with.
The biggest thing for me was the combat.
Absolutely.
The combat
The
looked-
biggest thing was the combat.
It
Yeah.
looked way more depth than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I love
How
about
crazy can you get with those chains?
Yeah, and what I love about turn-based and tactical is that it's just consistently engaging. Like you have to pay attention. You have
Right.
to plan your moves. You have to think ahead. It didn't look too complex though. But it looked like every fight you get in is thoughtful.
Right.
Yeah.
And Mario can go into Overwatch mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked how they were both big and contained. It looked like there was also the beginning of the game, the areas that you were fighting in.
Yeah.
Which I liked. It looked like you could destroy cover, which seemed really
Yeah.
cool with your weapons.
Yep, that was cool.
I wonder how that.
The team-up
Good
modes were
plan.
so cool. Going through the pipe.
Going through the pipe.
Through the
Yeah.
pipe, the jump up, the
Yep.
cover, and the kill all in one go.
Right. I really hope you can recruit Bowser at some point and jump off of Bowser.
They're keeping him secret for now.
Yeah, if Bowser is a party member, I don't want Bowser to be the villain. I would want him as a party member, or he's not in it.
You need an amiibo to use him.
Rabid DK was a great reveal, though.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
For sure. Yeah, maybe there's a rabid Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not. Maybe regular Bowser comes in, saves the day, takes out.
The imposter.
Just like,
Yeah.
and then just leaves.
And it
I'm
looked
the only
like
Bowser.
they were taking a look at Mario, and there were 3 different ways that it was like a skill tree thing. You could put it into technique, attack, and movement. That was interesting, and just I can't get over how good it looked.
Yeah. It looked really good.
It looked really good. You were following that Roomba around.
Yeah.
The Roomba
Yeah.
cleaning the grass.
You know, I gave the Switch a hard time when its specs were announced.
Yeah.
And that I kind of assumed all of its games would look outdated in a way, as the Wii U did.
Yeah.
You don't feel the loss there.
No.
Oh, come on, Lion. Oh, come on, Lion. Do
Yeah, this looks more less technologically impressive than.
It's all art style.
Yeah.
It's all art style.
Yeah, yeah.
Mario
and it
always
had a
has
great
that
art
art
style. A great shading, I guess. Lighting, I think, is why it looks so
Yeah.
good.
And we mentioned at the beginning, but I want to drive it home. The emotion that was present during that.
Oh yeah, the
Miyamoto.
director
Yeah.
honored by Miyamoto.
Weeping.
Right.
Wearing
Yeah.
the greatest Bowser shirt I've ever seen
Yeah.
that I'm immediately looking for today.
People have linked you. They got you. On
Send
Twitter,
your
they got you.
links.
Yeah.
That just said to me, we were not assigned this. I care about this.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
chose to do
Yep.
this.
Yeah.
It seemed like they went to Nintendo with the idea almost. I'm trying to get into this Beyond Good and Evil site, and it is unsurprisingly
Swamped.
not working.
Yeah.
Do we have anything that we're worried about with Mario plus Rabbids?
Nope. Worries are gone.
I want to talk about the Roomba character a little bit. I want to talk about the Roomba character a little bit more.
No worries.
No
Is
worries.
that what is that? Is
That's
that something
amiibo,
that
4
that
amiibos.
speaks?
So they have figurines and amiibo.
Yeah.
Damiani's got a scoop.
Sure.
Yeah.
What
4
is
of
it?
them. For the Rabbids. All 4 of them.
amiibos.
Four
Oh,
amiibo
okay.
for the Rabbids.
And it'd be
Yeah.
redundant to have other Marios. Yeah, I got it.
Sure.
Sorry, Ben.
No, it's okay. The Roomba character that you're following around, is that Is that supposed to be you?
That's who you control in the overworld. So remember, there's the
Right.
exploration parts.
Yes.
And that leak slide, 65% exploration.
Right.
That's called tutorial or something like that.
Right. They did give that
So
thing a
your
name.
heroes follow that, and
Okay.
then when you're in battle, you control the people. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Roomba.
What if this game isn't ready yet? What if Assassin's Creed is not ready yet?
Are you guys not happy with what you've seen?
Yeah.
There's always a level of Assassin's Creedness.
Old Bill.
To it.
Yeah.
It's always there.
Just some crisp Creedness to it.
Yeah, just a little bit of.
But do you think
I don't want to call it jank, but there's just a little bit of.
It kills me. There's a big 21 over his head.
Do you think it cuts deeper knowing that they took a year off?
Yes.
I mean, can you be as forgiving?
No, but I know what I'm getting.
Just the movement looks a little awkward.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why I give these games a free pass. I just
You super do.
I really do. I just have so much fun with them. I'm not asking them to be the greatest games of the year. It's just Assassin's Creed is fun. I'm super down with looking for loot, leveling up.
Okay.
Going in ancient Egypt, checking out mummies, pumping that skill tree up.
It's totally cool to enjoy it if you like it.
Right.
It's
Yeah, you know
fine.
what? I take it back. It's fine. He's got a 21. It's just an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. He's level 21. I gotta accept
What
that.
were
Yeah.
we saying the other day? Hundreds of 5 kinds of weapons.
If I were to have to review this game, I would obviously have to be very critical. But
yeah,
right.
You know, as just a fan, like I can sit back and enjoy Assassin's Creed.
No, yeah, I wasn't trying to come out against it. It's just we were excited. It does seem like there are other new things, and I think to ruin that momentum with like, oh, there's that roughness. Right?
Yeah,
it just it's
Totally.
been a while since we felt that bite.
And I you know I want to reiterate from what I said yesterday. You know, I was expecting a little more.
Sure.
I would have taken quality over quantity, and I think they went the other way. I think this world is going to be huge.
Yeah.
And I wish it was smaller and more polished.
No mummies.
Honestly, well, I thought it was a good trailer, and I agree with Kyle. I think that is the trailer they should have opened with to present their game. There are a couple of games on here where I feel like, oh, that was it? And I definitely felt that way with the Assassin's Creed presentation. With such a big game, I felt a little shortchanged with what they showed. The person who told me Kingdom Battle name, Kirkhope Composing.
Beyond Good and Evil CGI trailer for E3 told me.
Can chat see this as well? I'm
Beyond Good and Evil is a Switch exclusive for 1 year.
Yeah, so we have a Lauradale scoop that
What?
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a Switch exclusive for 1 year. As I stated,
I'll throw it up.
nobody believed me.
I'll throw it up.
I always believe you, Kyle.
Before the stream.
Kyle, I always believe you.
You don't always believe Kyle.
I did not hear you. I did not hear
I
you.
didn't hear you, Kyle.
It's
I
been
didn't
a
hear
care
you
what
say-
it's on if I can play it. When I saw that trailer, I actually thought there's no way this is still a Switch exclusive.
Right.
And it's so weird for them to present, if that is true, and I hope it actually isn't, it was wrong for them to present that game and then later say this is a Switch exclusive. That would be wrong.
I don't know why it would be either. Like,
because it's not about party lines at that point. You know, they're just showing the game. It has nothing to do with it being on Switch, PC, Xbox, whatever. Like, we're showing Beyond Good and Evil 2. We'll worry about the details after we get this reveal out. This trailer, like he came out, he's in tears.
If you
They
know
don't wanna
now
worry
it's a
about
Switch,
that.
if you know now it's an exclusive, you need to be open about that.
Right.
I mean, this game's so far away. There's time for that later.
Oh.
Like, I liked them just coming out and showing their game. I can't imagine the struggle they've been going through for so long to get this game off the ground.
Yeah, I'll be
Absolutely.
mad. I'll be mad if it's an exclusive. I'll be honest, because of the way they revealed it.
I won't be mad for a second.
Yeah.
Because we all have Switches.
Because yeah, personally, yeah, but like that game exists.
Yeah.
We live in a reality where that trailer just happened.
Yeah.
My God.
They can worry about the details later.
Like Ubisoft, for me, you know, I like some of their games, but none of them are usually the kind that make me go like, wow, you know.
Yeah.
Like to quote Kyle, like I can't care about like, you know, Assassin's Creed or Far Cry 5, but like, oh my God, I'm so stoked for Rabbids. I cannot believe it. And for Beyond Good and Evil 2,
Yeah, I guess Assassin's Creed 2, I guess, you know, I'm a sucker for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I openly admit it. Assassin's Creed is kind of the video game franchise that's similar in that sense. You know, this is 10 years. We're 10 years deep now with all of these interconnected games. I think That is a unique thing.
Dude, try being a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There are a lot of deep video game rabbit holes to go down.
For sure.
What do we think about The Crew coming out early 2018?
Crew, I got that.
Looked okay.
I mean, it's the
Blood,
Crew,
have you
whatever.
seen anything from The Crew?
Blood, did you see the Crew?
No, I was driving, so sorry.
Dang.
I did not see enough to be able to really comment on anything. I caught just the last end of that Beyond Good and Evil trailer.
He was playing the Crew in real life.
I did play some Assassin's Creed.
Is this
which we
new
can talk
swimming
about
underwater?
After you're done with your
Huber?
wrap up.
No, you can
Yeah.
when you're
I have
underwater, you can swim underwater.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I have all the trailers
But I
for
think
everything.
just at certain
so
spots, right?
We'll use them, Damiani.
I'm rolling them like in the master shot.
Okay, cool.
So like right now they're seeing. Sorry.
Oh, so they can't see what we see.
They can see that, but right, you started talking about the Crew, so I have the Crew trailer going.
King of Motorsports.
Yeah, the King of Motorsports.
The King of Motorsports.
What a weird way to sell it, Ben. It's just a weird way to sell that game. Because The Crew 1, Blood, am I wrong? Was The Crew 1 about brother drama?
Yeah, there's definitely some drama there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it specifically with brothers, though? Siblings. Male siblings.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the beginning of it.
Kyle's out.
Something like
And
that.
so this weird way to sell The Crew 2 is there's not an actual crew. It's just about you being the most
best, the king
best,
of all motorsports.
this
king of
impossible
all
athlete.
motorsports.
Yeah,
Right.
that's so strange to me.
Oh, I'm getting really worried about how much loot there is.
That's what
yeah,
we
this
were
game
talking
is
about this yesterday,
Too
dude.
much, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
Get ready to be in the menu a lot.
the scariest thing is just quantity over quality. You
Isn't
know,
it?
like I would much rather have a little, just scale it back a little. You know, give me a little less loot, and have the loot I earn matter.
Right? Isn't it always so frustrating to you when you're playing a game? Let's say you're playing an RPG for 5 hours, and 95% of what you pick up is worse than what you already have.
Yes.
And so there's no enjoyment in picking it up.
No,
there's no
right.
enjoyment in having it. All you get to do is the not fun part of saying my inventory's full
Yeah,
and I
but
have to
it's
get rid of this.
You're
Oh,
selling
get him,
this
Hippo.
all.
Get him, Hippo.
Yeah, it's. I
That's
totally agree.
That's good hippo animation, though.
Yeah, undersea hippo
Give
battles.
me less
Now
and
he's
make it
gone
more
forever.
meaningful.
Exactly.
Jeez, dude, yes.
This is wrong. Come on.
This is
Hitting
awesome.
that hippo.
Yeah, that hippo picked a fight.
That hippo's got a lot of health.
Yeah.
Like, how many games do you get to do this, Kyle?
This looks fun.
Yeah, hippo's beefy, level 20.
I want to tame the hippo.
So level
Yeah.
20
you
hippo.
can, man.
I want
That
to.
is a level 20
Take him down to
hippo.
1 HP and
This
tame
kinda
it.
sad though.
Dominate.
Yeah.
No, murdered.
Oh.
Loot.
Oh, the hippo blood.
Guy's head or
Not
something.
much of sharks should show up.
Feels wrong.
So much loot.
Hippos are nasty creatures, too.
Yeah, they kill.
They have it coming.
Rhinos are mean, too.
I love hippos.
Like all those
Yeah,
treasure
but I think
chests.
you would just get
Get
wrecked.
off the boat.
There's no killing a hippo underwater.
Get off the boat! And the other guy's just like, hey, man, I'll go where you go.
Like, I think of
Like,
all
he's just
treasure.
floating there.
I think
He's
of
not
all
trying to
treasure
get it
chests
back.
in Assassin's Creed 4. Just so many, and it's like, you know, here's 300 coins. Here's 150 coins, and it's just like, it's just so much.
I'm curious to hear Bloodworth's impressions when he gets up here.
So where was Bloodworth today?
I was at the Xbox Showcase, which is basically kind of like a mini E3
Oh, and this was
gameplay.
there.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Assassin's Creed was there. Brandon was there as well. Brandon got to play Sea of Thieves, which he'll be able to talk about whenever he gets actually on the desk. And then he and I played different parts of Assassin's Creed, so we saw different things.
Very cool.
And I also played some Crackdown 3 and some Forza 7, and I went to a little theater demo thing. So
Little theater
we'll
demo
we'll
thing.
talk about that after you guys wrap up, though. You guys
Okay.
got some time.
Cool.
Going back to the Crew, kind of like I said with Assassin's Creed, I don't think they did a great job of proving why this game is exciting.
Yeah.
The part I enjoyed the most was the part with no music, where you just saw the different vehicles going through the environments. But I don't know. It kind of felt like a flat point of the conference. But things picked up after that. I thought South Park Fractured Butthole
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
looked
Great
hilarious. I want to play it. Great trailer. I don't know what else to say about it.
You know what I think was good about that demonstration?
It didn't
It
wear
was,
its-
it was short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't
it
wear
was
out
short.
its
Exactly what it needed to be.
And then I don't know if you guys forgot about this or not, because there's a lot. This Spectre Vision.
This did not leave my
thing,
mind. Elijah Wood.
Transference.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yes.
With the tagline,
Transference.
"Enter the home of the mind."
Yes.
Spring 2018. What is this?
You know,
It's a sequel to Barton Fink.
I just really hope we get this this seems like, you know, it could be that one announcement in the year where it's like, yeah, whatever happened to transferring, whatever happened to that thing, you know? I hope this actually comes out because I am hyped.
Elijah Wood believes in it, Huber.
What I loved about the
Is
trailer...
Elijah Wood in this game?
What I loved about the
Maybe.
trailer is that at first it just seemed like it was Elijah Wood talking casually with another guy, and they're like, hey, we started this company to do this VR thing. But then it very soon, like, it started to get uncanny and weird, and then it pulled
and into
back,
the lore of the game.
and into the lore, and I was
Yeah.
like, whoa! I was like, whoa! Suddenly we were talking about
Black
the
Mirror.
lore. Yeah. Oh man, it was so cool.
What do you think
Game probably won't be good.
you
but it
do
was a
in this
rad
game?
Trailer.
Okay, why will the game not be good?
I don't know. It's probably gonna be
What
like
is
more
that?
of a movie.
Yeah,
So?
I do get the impression it's going to be more
I think it's more like
saying.
observational.
Observational,
experience.
interactive experience.
But that's cool.
That should be
I'm not
fun.
necessarily
Yeah.
opposed to that.
No,
yeah.
neither am I. Neither am I.
I'm so down.
I've watched some cool VR movies.
Yeah, I didn't mean it wouldn't be good. I just mean it wouldn't be like a game.
It's not gonna like change
Yeah.
your life.
No.
As from a video game
I think it'll be an amazing interactive
experience.
video experience.
Oh, we died.
Yep.
Don't see that off in Assassin's Creed. I'm into that.
He's fighting
dying.
red enemies.
Because we were
Yeah.
fighting level 25 enemies.
It's in a
There it is.
restricted area.
Is Transference a horror game?
It looked like a sci-fi. I think
Psychological
Black
horror.
Mirror is probably the
Thriller.
It looked like a psychological,
Do you think
thriller.
this is something you can play multiple times and it messes with you in different ways?
Ooh, that's cool.
Probably.
I hope they go Kojima levels. You know, I'm honestly, am I wrong?
What do you mean when you say Kojima levels?
Like
Give me the levels.
Psycho Mantis style things. Like somehow, I don't know if it's possible, but somehow, when you take that headset off, you're tripping out in real life. Not like tripping out on drugs.
That sounds dangerous.
Not tripping out. Not tripping
It's
out on
going
drugs.
meta. It's
Huber
going meta
wants
for sure.
people to die
Yeah.
playing Transference.
I want to take this headset off after playing this game and be concerned,
Unsettled.
in real life.
Yeah.
And that's the message I got. Kind of like that's what they were saying.
I mean, it's not unheard of. We've had games before. There was some, I can't remember what it's called, but games that like call you on the phone and like
Yeah.
mess with your real life and stuff.
like
They
you know,
call your cell phone. Wow.
non-VR games. You know, you play a horror game, you turn it off. You're kind of like checking the other rooms of the house. You're kind of
Yeah,
freaked
yeah.
out. Like you know, take that to the next
You
level.
want
If
to have
this
a
game
lasting
makes you
effect.
start doubting that you live, whether or not you live in a simulation.
I want it to make.
Is this real?
Yeah.
I want to play it with you guys, and then I just doubt all of you.
Yeah.
Are you? Is Easy Allies a figment of my imagination?
Absolutely not, Ben. This will not run well on PS4 and Xbox One.
No.
This is probably like a high-end PC it's on right now. Or actually, I think they said it's Xbox X,
Yeah,
Xbox
they
One
said
X.
it-
This game will
And
run
it's still not
fine.
It is
Huber, it's not running fine now,
It's
dude.
alpha gameplay. They
It's
haven't
alpha
optimized
gameplay.
it yet.
It's
few
alpha
months.
gameplay.
Coming out in October.
You know it.
I think it's going to get delayed.
You think of The Witcher?
Oh, yeah.
The Witcher eventually I said.
Yeah, that's
ran
true.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
There, I said
6
it.
months after this game comes out, it'll work fine.
Oh,
Yeah, October 27th right now for
Yeah.
Assassin's
So they
Creed
got
Origins.
some time to polish it
it's
up.
a lot. Of time.
Another game that we started real high on and ended middling on, Skull and Bones, Fall 2018.
I don't know why it's soured.
Oh my god.
It soured, I think, because with that CG trailer, your mind went places,
Yeah.
right?
And the rumor was, we'll make that Assassin's Creed game except for the Animus stuff.
Right.
Like, what if we just made a pirate game? What if we just made that game but just the pirate stuff?
That my because I'd never heard of this at all.
Yeah.
My
Look at the size of this map.
my initial assumption was just, hey, we had this boat engine, so we took the boat engine and made it a game.
Right.
And like that's all it was, and that's what I thought it was from the start.
Yeah, all right.
And
Yeah,
so I
it
was-
was me. I had bad
I
expectations.
had that expectation too.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like they already
I've
made
heard
that game. It was called Black Flag.
Yeah, but
4,
it's like
or Assassin's Creed
better
4.
not make any more post-apocalyptic games because we already had them.
Well,
I liked when he said 120 days is the average life of a pirate on the seas.
Great
Yeah.
opening. Yep.
Like you're gonna die.
So you can play it solo or with friends. There are going to be seasons. They only talked about one of the PvP modes, Loot Hunt.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
5v5.
There are sea shanties,
Yep.
Yeah.
battering rams, damage represented by numbers. In Loot Hunt, the team that escapes with the most loot grabs victory. It seemed like at the end, and I think they even said this, that if you are the person or the team with the most loot, you'll have like AI coming after
AI
you.
pirate hunters.
AI
It
pirate
seemed like that's
hunters,
how
yeah.
the match ends. You have to
Right.
run from the pirate hunters.
I really like no mini map. I'm sorry. I want to comment on that.
Yeah, it's great.
Um,
Love that.
You know, you are more aware and immersed in your immediate surroundings just by removing that, you know.
Zelda Pro Mode.
Like, again, I think of the other Assassin's Creed, specifically Black Flag, and it's like, sometimes when you just go hunting for side quests and loot and whatnot, you're really just staring at your mini map. You're not even looking on the screen.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, go. You know, I'm going up to that treasure chest. Got that one. All right, go up to this one. Got. You know, you go in autopilot mode.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it's gone.
But I mean, it still has a bunch of on-screen notifications. And,
It does.
Like, restricted area, and it's got the compass on the top and
Yeah.
all the other things. You
For
know?
sure. But it's just one little.
They took out a redundancy, you know, but it still has all the garbage on the screen.
No, I don't think
It
it's
is
all
much
the garbage.
less. That's
Yeah.
true. That is
Yeah.
much less.
It's
I mean, it's a thing that was constant that
Garbage
is not there
sounds
at all.
harsh. I didn't mean it to be harsh, but like, there's a HUD still.
Can I just say that Ubisoft sent me 10 emails during this conference?
You want to list them off?
Maybe not a
They're
good
just really just game. They're just each game announcement.
Oh, okay.
separate.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's Ben's list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Website for Beyond Good and Evil still does not work.
Going back to Skull and Bones, I think a moment where it soured for us is when we saw them board. They'd weakened the ship, they were going to
yeah, it was
plunger,
just like an
and then it
animation.
just played out as a cutscene.
Made it
But I
very
mean,
clear we're doing nothing but being on that point of the
You
boat.
are the captain of a boat. The
Yeah.
boat is you.
Right.
Yeah.
And your AI crew does stuff.
But do you think it's telling that that's what we got excited about and then we're let down? Does that mean that we're not into this? Do we not want to play this?
I'm out.
If it's really cheap, I'll try it, but I can't see myself playing this for that long.
So you think this is a hard sell? What we know so far,
for me,
it's
yeah.
$60.
If it's just like that shit battle and that's it, then yeah, it's a hard sell for me.
If it's $20 or like free to play.
However, there's an element that we're forgetting. An element revealed at the end that could be a whole nother side of this game.
Yeah.
The Kraken.
Release the
battles.
Kraken.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool,
Right.
but I want more. Like for what I want out of that game, that what could have been there, I want more than just a shit battle.
Listen, Brett, I understand
very
what you want.
surprised-
Yes.
I understand what you want, but I know the dynamic between you and Michael Huber, right?
Oh.
When
I'll tell you how this will go down right now,
Thank you.
Ben.
Thank you.
Brad, dude, you gotta come in. We gotta do this Kraken battle, please. Brad says 100% down. We do the Kraken battle a couple times. Brad's like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, that's it.
And
And
then-
I'll play
Yeah.
for like a week and we'll be done.
Yeah.
Both of us will be
Yeah,
done.
I agree.
That's it.
This is a hard. Skull and Bone is a hard game at this point in time to say I'm going to commit to. This is not a game I'm going to lose.
I don't think it's a
lose my
game that
life
you
in.
do commit to.
Do you
I
think?
mean, that's what they're hoping for, though. You want a multiplayer
Seasons.
game?
Yeah, they don't.
seasons.
When they say seasons, they don't want you playing for a week, and that's it.
That is a long-term game.
I don't know.
know.
To me, seasons means you play for 2 weeks and then you don't play for 5
No,
months, and
not
then
at
you
all.
play for 2 weeks and then
No.
you
They
don't
don't
play.
want
For
you
No,
to
I
stop
do
playing
think
the
I do
game.
think seasons implies a commitment.
Commitment.
I think an important thing to keep in mind is that this isn't coming out until fall of next year.
Yeah, it's ways off.
So maybe we'll see more.
That's
And
very possible.
I do think it was a good presentation for what that game is.
Yeah.
For what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had Just Dance 2018.
Sorry,
No,
will
it's
we
okay.
see the Kraken at PSX?
No.
Yes.
For you, yes.
For Huber. For Huber. Huber gets whatever he wants.
Yeah, Huber gets whatever he wants.
Hey, this is cool. We got some Zelda climb in there. It's a big rock wall without things jutting out of it. You know what I mean?
They
Yes,
in the Game Informer League.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has been said or not. You can climb anything in this game.
Cool.
Everything.
Oh,
Really?
that is
Yes.
more Zelda climb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's very. I'm actually super pumped on that.
Yeah.
We had Just Dance 2018. There's nothing to say. They came out and danced. They got in. They got out.
Yeah.
2018 coming out on Wii.
Yeah, that's something to say.
Coming out on Wii.
Which is good. I like that.
South Park Phone Destroyer.
Jones Zone right there.
Yeah.
Card game.
200-hour Jones game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download it.
Yeah. Why not? What's
Why
there
not?
to lose?
I think it's the
Play for
only
an hour.
franchise
Here
they
we
could
go.
have
Oh, I want to
attached.
see this first one. I
Sure,
want to see
okay.
it.
All right.
Gotta see it.
Okay.
Sync it.
Iconic.
Iconic right here.
So I read that
Feels good.
synchronizing doesn't reveal the map. It just enables fast travel points.
Okay. Sync it.
Press
I
it.
don't know if that's true or not.
Press it.
Yeah,
Press
come on,
the
what are you
button.
doing?
Press the button.
And I want to
Sync.
see how he jumps down.
this vista right here.
I want to see how he jumps off.
Oh, if there's a hay bale? Mm-hmm. I think that South Park's the only IP they could have attached to a card game that would interest us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was Assassin's
right.
Creed,
Right.
no. If it was
They're
Watch
right.
Dogs, no. If it was
Right.
like anything else Ubisoft had,
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great point.
Even Mario Rabbids.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have done it.
I hope that the presentation that they did with Cartman saying like, "Hey, grab your stuff." I hope that's not just the beginning. I hope that is kind of interspersed throughout. That game.
Like
I don't
once
know
you
how
reach
they
a
would do
certain
it.
tier or something,
Right.
maybe? Yeah.
Right.
Having him FaceTime you or whatever is
pretty funny.
Cute. That's
Yeah.
funny, yeah.
Is this game 100 hours?
Is he gonna push the button?
He's never going to synchronize this.
This is a 100-hour game.
You were 100%. You nailed it. That they went for a bigger scale.
Here we go.
They went for quantity.
I hate that trend, Kyle. I hate that trend.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be the biggest size game, you know?
This is impressive.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, heck
That's
yeah.
next gen.
I'm going to eat this game up.
A lot of popping.
A lot of popping.
Yeah,
Little
this
poppins.
is a steak
Next gen
dinner
popping.
of a game.
Pre-alpha.
Leap of
Okay,
faith.
here you go.
Let's see
Here you
it.
go, Hubert.
Into those rocks.
Give me that leap.
He's never going to do it.
Really just teasing us here.
Yeah, really.
It's funny that
There it is.
There it is.
On a rock.
Palm
Little,
fronds.
there we go.
You'd be dead.
I would have liked to have heard it. Was it the crow sound or the eagle sound?
It's like we wanted to completely rethink Assassin's Creed, and like this is the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, no! Before we get to that,
Ooh.
I don't want to breeze through this. I want to talk about it a little bit. Starlink Battle for Atlas 2018.
Let's dig
Xbox
in.
One,
Starlink.
Switch. How just ridiculous and awesome!
Yeah.
Putting that giant starship figure
This big on your
so
controller.
big.
All those controllers have motion controls. I still think that you're going to fly your ship like...
Xbox One doesn't. There's no gyroscopes in that.
Xbox One doesn't have gyroscope in the controller?
No.
Huh.
And why should it?
They ditched it.
So that you can play Starlink.
Yeah.
You know, outside of the ridiculous ship that you put on your controller, I thought the game itself looked pretty good.
Well, honestly, Ben, I think it looked generic before they showed the plastic. It looked like a generic sci-fi game. Well, actually, and then when you saw the characters for the first time,
Yeah.
then it kind of had a style. But I think up until then, if you show ships in space, you need to show more than that. Yeah.
When I said it looked good, the first thing I jumped to was the characters.
Yeah. I think that was the moment it finally differentiated itself from other
Yeah.
things.
It did feel pretty No Man's Sky-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Up until
Yeah.
you see
Similar.
slamming some toys up on top of your controller,
Yeah.
and it's like its own thing.
So how ridiculous do they get with those toys?
They're gonna get huge.
Please go
Massive.
nuts.
I know. I want to have it on my controller like this high.
Yeah. Where you have to,
Towering
like,
monstrosity.
look over it.
No
Well, and they're customizable too. Like,
Yeah.
do you buy? What I
Stack
wonder
'em.
is if you buy a full ship and then you buy a different full ship and you swap parts, or if you go on the website and buy the parts you want. Like, I wonder how they're gonna do that. It could be interesting.
What's the Jones factor here?
Oh,
Is
he's
this
gonna-
is this something
Toys.
where
Hi.
Jones is all in?
Jones was begging for
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Begging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toys.
He's gonna just take the one that they send to us, and we're
Right.
not even gonna
You're
know
right.
that they
We're-
sent it to us for like a
Look
week.
at this cat. Look at this cat. Feral cat.
And then the
What's
next
the
week
delay?
we come here, he'll have every single one of the ships.
What he's gonna do is he's not gonna tell us that he got it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna spend a week in the dark just building a
In the
ship and
dark.
figure it out, and then he
Yeah.
goes, "Now I stream Starlink every day."
Pro Starlink.
No.
player.
I want to know more.
Curious about it.
I'm curious about it. Next, we were all surprised at this. There were a lot of things that they didn't show that we thought they were going to show, but they showed Steep. They said, "Hey, we're going to the
very
Olympics."
surprised.
Yes.
Olympics, great addition.
Yeah.
Great
Cool thing to add to that game, yeah.
Yeah.
Has stakes. Has like meaningful stakes too. This isn't about being the king of motorsports. This is about going to the Olympics. You know?
Yeah.
That's
When the
something, that's something I can personally get behind.
When the Olympics roll around, you're going to think to yourself, maybe it's time for a little Steep.
Yeah, you know I love Olympics. I love Olympians. And Winter Olympians are crazy. Just this idea of the sacrifices you have to make to
Yeah,
be able
which
to do
they
your
said.
sport.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can't live where you want to live. You can only live in one of like 8 areas in the entire world to train. And the idea that this comes around once every 4 years.
Yeah.
And then
Dedication
you either
dudes
get it
now.
or you don't. You get that gold medal or you don't. And that's just like Olympians are truly inspiring. And so I think that's cool. That was the way it was introduced. I don't know if I saw that executed in the game itself, but yeah, good demonstration at least.
And it's want to clarify, it was the road to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the actual Olympic competition is in Steep, we do not know.
I doubt it.
Like, will there be a
Maybe.
thing where it's
Oh,
like
for
you're-
sure.
I'm gonna
and
say
sure.
there is.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where it ends.
Okay.
But it's this game saying that like you don't just like once a year you just put on your stuff and you go and
Right.
compete at the Olympics. You compete every day of your life.
There's a path.
For 4 years to get in there, which I think
arduous
is cool.
path.
Steep is a strange game to me because the tone, when it came out, the tone is like, it felt more X Games, like kind of cool but not all that serious.
Yeah, because they had the stupid heads on
Right,
and stuff.
and
yeah.
now this Olympics thing seems very serious.
Yeah.
Like it's a sim now.
Weird expansion for sure.
And I was kind of like, I was surprised at that. I was like, oh, all right, I guess they're trying a different thing because it didn't work the first time or something. I don't know. Steep.
Next, we had Far Cry 5. Dan Hay takes the stage. Telling us a story. They opened with the father, kind of. No monologue. Just saying. Takes place in Home County. With the real focus, and I think the big takeaway from that trailer was the AI companions.
They played Metal Gear Solid 5. We're like, we need these in Far Cry.
Grace Armstrong.
Grace Armstrong, gun for hire.
Had a good vibe.
Yeah.
Personality that I could get behind. Almost immediately. She said like 2 or 3 things.
She said, "Where do you want me?"
Where do you want me? And then she like, boom, boom. Yeah. I was into it.
Yeah.
And then Boomer the dog coming in, stealing the guns.
Boomer.
Nick was his name, maybe?
Nick Rye.
Coming
Death from
in,
above.
blowing stuff up.
Yep.
It's exactly what you want to see in a Far Cry game.
Boomer brings you guns.
I think this was
Boomer bringing you a gun was fantastic.
this was a statement saying, "Hey, we're still fun. We're not super serious.
Yeah.
This is still the Far Cry you know."
I do think the way that they presented it addressed what we were talking about before the show. No, this is our vibe. We're having a good time.
Made sure to call it a cult.
Yeah,
right.
You know,
took place like a town too.
Yep.
Got to see that life we wanted to see there.
Yeah.
One thing that I wrote down: run over with a tractor.
Yes.
Yeah, the Dead Rising kill.
Yeah, the Dead
There was
Rising
also a
kill.
cow there. I'm
Thrasher.
wondering if you can run over the cow with the tractor.
Probably.
Can chat
guns
confirm?
everywhere.
It looked like at one point we saw a bobblehead of the bad guy from
You
Far
did.
Cry 3.
You did in the car. I remember
I
it.
did not
It was
see that.
Voss,
I
yeah.
missed
Yeah,
that.
Voss. Thank you.
Nacho.
Yes, dude.
Did the needle move up or down, or stay the same for us with Far Cry 5?
Sorry. Huber distracted me with some hype.
Stay the same for me.
It moved up for me a tick.
Okay.
Not dramatically, not.
I'm not like freaking out about it. I'm like,
yeah.
Cool.
I think
Something that really.
if I can play it with you guys,
I need a Mountain Dew
there you
rig.
go.
I need
Yeah.
a Mountain Dew rig.
You do, pal.
I'll give
Mountain
Far
Dew.
Cry 5 a go for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm nowhere near. I never get nearly as hyped for a Far Cry as I do for Assassin's Creed.
Sure.
or Wolfenstein.
But I think it was the right presentation for the game.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was the
Yeah.
right presentation for the game. Yeah.
We didn't look at that and go, oh, the same.
Right.
And that's what best.
No
you can say
rolling
about
of
it,
the
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me too is the color. There's so much color.
I was
going
gonna
to
say the location once again looks like
Yeah.
somewhere I actually want to explore.
Exactly.
It was really weird to me.
Good
This is like
separation
a
from 3 and
strange,
4.
tiny nitpick
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
Very weird that you didn't say anything when she's like, "Where do you want me?" You just go.
Again, I think that's because of you're making your own character.
Yeah.
And
But
then
it's like maybe they don't have the voice done yet.
Well, I kind of
but-
like it because any character you show in that trailer becomes the default character.
Right.
Kind of like with Mass Effect, where
So you
everyone's
think that
just
your
like,
character would say something there?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Because it just felt like there was a void there. I was
Yeah.
like,
And she was like, water tower, got it. Yeah,
yeah,
you're
I'm
right.
like,
I hear you.
say water tower, say there, say something. I mean,
Like,
that's
you
a
can
very
pick-
small nitpick.
Yeah,
but
like
it
you
was
can
just
pick
weird
voice
to me.
packs or whatever before. It's like, which voice do you
Pick
want?
voice packs.
No,
I mean,
voice
it'll
pack, but
it'll
like,
probably
uh,
be male or female.
What? I don't know. Name.
Yeah, I mean-
I've done that before. In
Like
games.
Dragon's
Oh,
Dogma?
you could do
I know
that
what
with
you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
I was just letting my mind run wild with voice packs. The
Voice
Michael
packs.
Huber voice pack.
Modulation.
Right, right.
I would buy the Huber voice pack.
Yeah.
I would buy the Huber.
Bloodborne,
I
you
would.
got
I would pay so much for the audience stuff.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil site kind of works.
If you could
Here
make
we
that
go.
happen,
Get in there.
Right, but then now it won't let me set up.
Get in that
sign
Space
up.
Monkey program.
Speaking of Beyond Good and Evil 2, we're really just trying to move along so we can get to that point.
Short.
That trailer told a story.
It really did.
Yeah.
What
It created a world.
It did. Like that was
best. The best.
maybe I'm living in that moment of hype right now, but honestly, that was like Overwatch reveal levels of here is a world with characters that I want to know a lot more about.
It's hard to write a character like Nox that in a video game that's not annoying.
And throwing all those F-bombs out.
Yeah.
Like, swearing that much, like being like crazy like that.
Do you know what it is?
So easy to
It's
be
his
annoying.
enthusiasm.
Right.
It's his eyebrows being curved up.
Yep.
Like they were always having like a good time.
Yeah.
Like they were like, whoa, like we just blew that up.
And the transition to from when they escape, going to their home base.
Oh my god.
Blowing up the ridiculously huge police station
with its own missiles. Stealing a cop plane, and she's just like, do it. And she just goes, oh my god.
I am dying to know more about
I have
the
a new
world.
theory. I have a new theory that it is a Switch exclusive, but the only person in the room who couldn't know is Miyamoto. They're like, don't tell Miyamoto this is a Switch exclusive.
Because we're killing police
swearing.
officers.
And he'd be so mad. So it was just like, just don't tell him. Don't let him know. This
Don't
is
let
a
him
Switch
know.
exclusive.
They had to make a choice.
No.
They had to make a choice.
Earlier
Either
they were
give
like
Miyamoto on stage or reveal it as a Switch exclusive.
Well, it was two different teams that planned it out, and the Rabbids team was like, let's get Miyamoto there. And then like 2 days ago, the Beyond Good and Evil team found out, and then like, shit, just take the Switch exclusive part out of the program. Don't let him know. Don't let him know.
That's a huge get.
In the
That's
like
a Switch exclusive. That's huge.
That's a big one, yeah.
In the off-screen gameplay that they showed, they had Nox flying like on a jetpack. But the thing that I'm excited about, the Spider-Man aspect with that arm, I'm gonna grapple off of
that
things.
looks cool.
Oh,
That's the thing, man. Is it's a CG trailer. It sets up a world, but it also hints at gameplay, which I think is a really good thing for CG trailers to do.
Yes, Kyle, you know I'm not really big into CG trailers, but this told a story.
Yes.
Had me invested in a world.
When your game's not coming out for, I mean, I imagine a very long time.
2 years is safe.
Yeah.
At least 2 years.
Yeah. And like showing that kind of world though, and that especially the jump from the previous things that we've seen of this game. My God. I mean, like a CG trailer is great in this case, I think.
The characters that they showed off, the characters that they gave names to, they're mentioning this multiplayer aspect. Do you think you pick a character and then you're playing with these other characters controlled by other people? Are you, as one player, switching through these different characters? You just play as one character?
Because they showed a crew.
They showed a
lineup.
Right.
And
That
the
was
characters we saw,
definitely
And there's a
vibe
captain
going on.
that you weren't playing as, possibly. Maybe you like can pick who to, or you go on different missions as different people. Oh my God, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I'm ready.
Are we? Is there space travel? Are we soaring through the galaxy, or are we?
I think
picking
they
up
said
different-
at the very end when they came out from their base or whatever, it jumped to hyperspace.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Well, and he said
Yeah.
we've got a large. I can't remember what he said, but he's like, we've got a large, open, playable world or like simulation that we can go from planet to planet.
Yeah, and I just hope it's not procedurally generated.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Because we know that just
It's not
killed
fun.
BioWare now when they were trying to make Mass Effect Andromeda.
And that opening city looks so good.
Yeah, you know what? I like a
want
designed
worlds
city.
like that.
I like that.
Yes, Kyle.
Yeah.
Give me
100%
some
with you.
design.
Yeah.
I'm
If
100%
it's like
with you.
4 planets that are that crazy,
Just
sure.
do that. Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely.
Like fine.
Yeah. I don't want
my
thousands
God.
of planets. I really
No,
don't.
We don't need them.
Yeah.
Not
Also,
another...
a good story. If
Yeah.
the story is good and like
It's-
that level,
It is
oh,
scary
man.
though because Ubisoft has a history of quantity. You look at the crew. You look at Ghost Recon.
But
you
Michel
look at,
Ancel does not.
Exactly.
This is
Yeah.
differentiating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
And these are story.
the company
games,
does,
right?
but they do not. So hopefully.
He's gonna have to probably make some sacrifices to get this game made.
Yes.
Another thing that I want to say, just a little thing.
Yeah.
There have been other game trailers. There's nothing wrong with F-bombs. There's nothing wrong with them. But I've seen trailers that use that in a way where it's distracting or feels forced.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of F-bombs felt fine to me.
That was that
Trailer.
character.
That was that
It
character.
wasn't everybody in the
They
trailer. It wasn't
justified it.
Yeah.
They
And-
justified it.
And it didn't seem like in real life we swear from time to time, like you know, just off the cuff.
If
but
I
you're
was
not
doing
you're
the
not
things
doing
that
it
character was
right. Yeah, you're not. But you're not doing it to be cool.
Yeah.
You don't do it and then say I had to say it. Like you don't. You know, like other games are doing it to be cool.
Oh, you mean Dan Hay?
Yeah,
Right.
he said it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We got you.
Right.
Like you know, other games. It seems like they think saying the F word is really cool. This game, it just seemed like, yeah, these guys say the F word. Who cares?
When is this game coming out?
2019 or 2020.
2020, baby.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna
2020.
with Kyle on this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
2020.
2020.
Switch exclusive for a year.
It's
Yeah,
so-
right. I can't
That
believe
cannot
it.
be true.
I know Laura Dale's never wrong, but that's crazy.
She's been wrong once that I'm aware of. I don't remember the instance, but I remember one time it happened.
All right.
If that's true,
Yeah.
we have
Crazy.
some big third-party multiplayer exclusive on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're in a different time now.
We're in a different time
The
now.
Switch is great.
Yeah.
It is great.
Nintendo released a successful product.
I would
What are we
play that
gonna
on the
do?
Switch.
Yeah.
The Switch is great.
Those
We're
timed
talking about-
exclusives are
Timed
good for
exclusives are-
business too.
yes,
You know, you start thinking about
Yeah.
the corporate suits. It's like you put it out for a year on a system, then you get to re-release it. You know,
Yeah.
and a launch is so big for a game. You come
Yeah.
out with the definitive edition. I think it's a smart move.
But how did that work for Rise of Tomb Raider? I feel like
I was just thinking
I feel
that.
like it didn't work.
It didn't work well for Rise
People
of Tomb
didn't
Raider.
care. People
It
didn't.
sold worse than the first one, I believe.
And then when it came out on everything else, no one bought
But
it.
this
I
is
feel
a
like.
game that people have been clamoring
Oh, yeah.
for years.
Yep.
There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
difference.
And it's
there.
also, and with Beyond Good and Evil, which I don't think ever, like, but you said people have been clamoring for it, and that's true. It had high sentiment, but it never sold well.
right, but
And so that's why I think it might be exclusive,
But
is they need that funding.
we're talking about the perception of value, right?
Yeah.
Like it didn't. Beyond Good and Evil 1 didn't sell that well, but the noise that has been made. People have no idea what Beyond Good and Evil is. Are excited. They've been hearing about it for so
I've
long.
never
I
played
think
the first one.
to be in that position is extremely favorable.
Yes.
What is?
And I would
Beyond Good
even
and
argue that
Evil?
Shenmue 3 is in a similar
pictures.
position.
It's an adventure game. It's a
adventure game.
Zelda-like,
Like a-
I would even say.
Oh, so it's not like a point-and-click adventure game.
No.
no.
Oh,
3D
Great
adventure
characters.
game.
Action
I gotta
adventure, I
play
should have
this.
said.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Oh,
My
yes.
God.
Yes.
Tonight.
That's what I love about E3. That's what I love about sequels.
Yeah, I mean,
Building hype for
they
franchises.
have remastered it.
I think
Ian.
One
Yeah.
of the first comments I saw last
They
night
have
was
or
like,
not?
"Hey, I've
Have.
never played it." I went on Twitter. It was like, "Hey, never played Evil Within 1. Should I give it a go? Because 2 looks awesome."
Yeah.
Give it a
Love
go.
it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I may be
Yes.
wrong on this, but Beyond Good and Evil 1 re-released on Xbox 360.
Whoa.
I think it is perhaps backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
Nice.
update on trying to get into the Space Monkey Club.
Yeah.
The website not working for the longest time. Now just redirects to Ubisoft.com.
We swamped
the
it.
page for Beyond
Swamped.
Good and Evil, but it didn't used to do that. Now it does.
Yeah.
Space-
That means it's dead. That means,
Yeah.
okay, we're
We
gonna...
got too many monkeys.
It goes to
Yeah,
BG
too many monkeys.
Too many
game
space
for a
monkeys.
second.
Like,
Just
yeah, we
reroute
gotta-
them to Ubisoft.
Yeah.
We'll take them.
Close the gates.
Close the gates.
Yeah, it won't let me go. That's crazy.
I think it's time to score.
Okay.
I think it's time to score, and I've kind of been toying with a number in my mind, and it's hard. It's hard because I think the highs of this conference were the highest of E3 so far.
Yeah.
Like Mario and Rabbids, absolutely spectacular. Boy, that Beyond Good, like that's a trailer we're gonna watch again and again.
I
want to
watch it again right now.
Yeah, and you come to E3 for those highs.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I don't think the lows were low enough to detract from that, and I think things like South Park felt good. I think things like Transference felt really good.
Yeah.
There was a lot of new stuff at Ubisoft, and that was cool. Even things that weren't a home run for us, like Skull and Bones. I still like that it was a totally new, weird thing.
And the passion for Assassin's Creed 4 naval combat, still
Yeah.
to this day, people still wanting it to be in new Assassin's Creed games.
Right.
You know, that spoke to them.
I mean, Skull and Bones is a home run for me because that's all I want. Like, I don't want to have to do the other crap, so I'm jazzed about it.
Nice.
Jazzed.
Jazz.
Jazzed.
Jazz lasted a year.
Jazzed.
Jazz lasted a year.
The
Yeah.
meme lasted a year.
Yeah.
Longer than a pirate would.
Yeah.
This score is on the back of Beyond Good and Evil 2. I think I'm going to go 8.7. Ian?
Yeah, I mean, for me, going into a Ubisoft conference, I usually expect to be entertained, but not really to care about many of the things
You were
shown.
frantically refreshing that website.
Yeah, and I am gaga for like 4 of the things that they showed in this thing.
Right.
And for me, that's big time. 9. Screw
Okay.
it.
Wow,
I think this is our first 9.
Yeah.
Rabbit, like for real, I was hard out. 1,000% out on Rabbids Kingdom whatever. And now I'm 10,000% in.
We're all buying
Like,
that in August.
I know, like
we're all buying that.
just that alone, and then also that the greatest trailer of all
We're
time.
gonna very
Come on.
rarely. It's only for the games that all
Bloodborne.
allies are excited about.
Yeah.
It was
Bloodborne
Bloodborne
and now Rabbids.
Now Rabbids,
Link Between
Mario
Worlds.
plus Rabbids.
Yeah.
The allies are gonna go to that game store together
Yeah.
to pick this up, and
9 copies of Mario.
9 copies. It's happened before.
Oh my
Michael
god.
Huber.
This is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
This is really tricky.
I'm doubting myself.
Really, really tricky.
Me too, but whatever.
I felt like
whatever.
Mario
Rabbids Beyond Good and Evil. Skull and Bones.
Sorry.
The pace kind of started and stopped and started and stopped for me. It was a weird flow overall. Beyond Good and Evil, though, that's a dream announcement there.
That's a 12 out of 10.
That is, yeah. I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
All right.
8.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lower than EA?
Just kind of. No, EA
No,
I
wait,
gave
what
a
was your-
6.
oh, yeah, you were really
yeah.
wrong. Yeah, you were
It's
really
good. Yeah.
wrong.
It was. It started and stopped. Started and stopped.
Not a
There
good
was
flow.
nothing terrible. There were a lot of feel good moments. So as a conference as a whole, though, I think 8.3.
Okay.
I had to go up because I was already high on a couple.
Yeah.
Of them,
Right. There's also that.
Yeah,
in my
I
mind,
was like, EA really improved this year. Good job. So I'm like, well, now I have to go up.
I'm going to echo Michael Huber's score.
Nice.
8.3 feels right to me, man. Showed some good stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of new stuff we didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Just a few down parts, but nothing that took me out of it.
I would like our audience to pay close attention to how the presenters spoke. Because I think it was with passion. I think the people who spoke to us were excited for this opportunity to talk to us about their games.
Yeah.
Yes.
We saw
Very
two people
true.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a 9.2 to me.
Whoa.
That's a good press conference.
Yeah.
I think the things they had, they presented in the right way, with the exception of the crew. I think, well, even the crew had a gameplay-esque demo, which was kind of interesting. So yeah,
The CG
I think with what they had, they worked really well with what they had. I didn't miss Aisha Tyler. I know she does a really, really good job, but I don't think they did bad without her. And so I think it was a really well-run press conference. I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
Throwing it over to the side. Blood, I'm a little hesitant to ask you for a score because I don't know how much of the press conference you saw.
You didn't.
I didn't. Yeah.
All right.
I can't give it a score. I mean, I'm skimming through for highlights right now, but I don't know enough.
Damiani.
Yep. Score.
He's nervous.
Well, no.
Unleash it,
Now,
Damiani.
this
Don't be
makes-
too
this
kind.
does make me think I gave Microsoft too high now.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
even
making me
I'm
think
pretty
Microsoft.
sure I gave Microsoft an 8.
Microsoft had a good pace.
You fools.
I gave
You
EA a 6. I gave Bethesda a 4. I gave Microsoft an 8. Like I want to give Ubisoft an 8.5.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think Microsoft was not that close to theirs. So
Yeah,
Microsoft needs to be the 7 or 7.5. at
Sure.
least.
You can change scores.
Retract
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So Microsoft needs to go at least a whole point down.
Sure.
Whole point.
And that's the thing is your perception of the conferences changes so much the more that you see.
I thought I was like close enough with Microsoft, but a little no. Just showing cool games, even though none of them are exclusive to your system, is not enough to warrant an 8. You got a new way to judge scores going forward.
You need Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, something like a Beyond Good. If Microsoft had Beyond Good and Evil said exclusive to like boom, elevate that press conference so high. But
Well, that's the rule, right? Like, you can't really get into 9 territory unless there's like a holy crap.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think they
release.
did.
Yeah. For me,
no,
they
yeah.
super did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple times.
Damiani, outside of the comparison to Microsoft, give me a little bit more of why you gave it an 8.5. What really earned it for you?
Besides Beyond Good and Evil,
Yep.
I mean, South Park was good. It was funny. Made me laugh. Did what it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
The only low light, like everything spoke to me really well. The only low lights were the off-screen, the cam footage
Oh, right.
of
Yeah.
Assassin's
That
Creed
was
gameplay
terrible.
was
That was so dumb.
That
And that
was really
trailer
bad.
really underwhelmed me.
Really bad.
Huh.
In a
I thought it was a
really
good
bad way.
trailer. It just
Especially after Microsoft did have gameplay there, and you saw how good it looks. Like, oh, we're getting to what they showed after. I get like, oh, that took 30 minutes to show. They could have clipped out like some highlights from that. Or,
They have in the past.
Yeah, like that they should have been whatever they showed should have been direct feed, no matter how short it was.
I think that game is in trouble, to be honest with you.
That was a little sketchy for
Origins?
me.
Yeah.
For one of their like big flagship titles. What was the other one? The Transference.
Yeah.
It was a cool concept. But I don't know how into it I'm really gonna be. Like it looks okay, but it's also VR, so it's like
Strap me in.
yeah, I know it's
But like, so
YouTuber.
with such an abstract concept, I think that the advertisement of it was right, though. I think
Yeah.
they,
Yeah, no, it did good. It was just like okay, and then having Elijah Wood in there to start it off, like, as one of the people speaking about, I was like, oh, okay, they're
it works.
going for that.
Credibility.
I'm just going through like the list of stuff they did again. Obviously Mario Rabbids, like.
Are you in?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like when we talked about it on the
He's coming to the store.
When we talked about it on Friend Code, I said like I've always said like I get the knee jerk reaction to the announcement, but. This is exactly what I said. That's exactly what Nintendo needs. Like they need a unique third-party developed game that is exclusive to them and does something with their IPs and stuff. I get people are like, "Oh, why is it Rabbids? Why isn't Rayman?" I'm like, you could argue Rabbids are probably as more popular than. I think Blood might know more about this. Like Rabbids are probably more popular than Rayman nowadays.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No question.
Like that, I know people want Rayman, but like it's a smart idea. And doing something other than a platformer, like when Miyamoto said, like, I just have one thing, don't make it a jumping game, a platformer. Like, well, yeah, don't try and do that. That's Nintendo. Nintendo didn't have to develop that game for it to be any good, probably. No disrespect, but that's probably how it had to been. This speaks more to like Ubisoft's talents and stuff, and it looked really good. And we thought maybe if it's like XCOM will be cool. It's like some crazy version of XCOM. So there you go. I don't know what else you could ask for that, and it's a really strong case for a good third-party support on Switch. So
yeah,
first one, but like it's big. It's a big first step.
Damiani, did we know it was tactical from that leak?
Yes.
Yeah. We knew it was a SRPG.
I missed
pretty
that
much.
somehow. Okay.
All right, that's gonna do it for our That's gonna do it for our Ubisoft post-conference E3 discussion.
I don't think you
want
scored
some
that.
game
I did. I gave an 8.7.
8.7.
That was the first to score.
Missed it.
Following suit. Coming up next, we've got one that we're all excited about, the PlayStation conference. That's going to be hosted by Mr. Kyle Bossman. Kyle, what time is that starting?
We're going to start that at 5 p.m. We realize the pre-show is going to have game announcements.
Okay.
We'll just have it rolling during our entire pre-show.
So you'll cut to, if they announce something, you'll just interrupt yourselves.
Yeah, we'll be heavily distracted, but it's the best way to run that.
Gotcha.
Their pre-show starts at 5?
Yeah, and
But
they're making
so
announcements
does ours?
during
But
their
they're
pre-show.
having,
Yeah.
My God.
So many games.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, if you're not familiar with us, we're Easy Allies. We're a bunch of people that love video games. We love talking about them, but we don't just talk about them. We do a lot of stuff. We make a bunch of shows about video games. We do reviews. We do previews. Occasionally we'll do interviews. And yeah, if you want to know more about us, please go to patreon.com/easyallies. If you want to see more of our stuff, you can go to youtube.com/easyallies. We're also streaming every day a whole bunch of stuff. We're streaming fighting games. We're streaming survival horror games. We're streaming... Ian sometimes makes his own video games. That's always a treat. And so, yeah, we're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. And thank you guys for choosing us to watch us talk about the press conferences. You have a lot of options, and it means something to us that you chose us. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, panel, for being on here. I know you're probably hot. I know you're probably hungry, but you stuck through it. I appreciate that. Bye, everybody.
We'll be back.